a rhythm, patience, a sound. I breathe between the bars of now and next. I'm trading futures, sharing time, fading lines through liquid signs, every loss and every climb, all dissolve inside the mind. Screens glow like city lights, heartbeat caught in the candles rise. Ticks drift through the static haze, future whispers in dead waves. Charts breathe, pulse of cold, echoes where the numbers float. Every tick a breath I chase, lost inside this market space. I'm trading futures, trading time, lines of rhythm, dollar signs, in the silence I align.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Robot mode, no feelings when I trade.
What's up, fam? What's going down, people? Rising Phoenix, Flatline Fire. Boosted Dime. Boosted Dime had some good questions yesterday. What's up, Boosted Dime? Damn. We got a stacked agenda today. Welcome. We go lights on in a couple of minutes. What's going on, people? First time ever, not sure what it's all about, but I've seen it on my phone and future stream. Welcome, welcome. The room showed up. I love it. I saw the room shows up in chat before I was even launching the stream. The room shows up. This is good. I got some exciting, couple, like a YouTube metric I learned about that I've been monitoring. So something exciting to share with you all too. The room is showing up. People are staying a long time. The Sir Darb, our night stream host in the house. What's going on, Darb? It flies, it dies. No reason. Just came right to the dome and I said, I'm going with it. Came to the dome. I said, that's good. I'll rock with it. Pumpkins are in the cucumber family. I know all of our regulars are typing in the room shows up in chat. We love that. But if you're new here, tell me when you're tuning in, where you're tuning in from. I always like to know. We've had a lot of people tuning in all over the place. Arena's in the house. So if it's your first time tuning in, hit me with where you're tuning in from. We go lights on in one. I'm doing it early. Lights on in 1 minute. Alaska. Oh, Alaska. Nice. Washington. I lived in Seattle for a year. Greece, the Netherlands, Rotterdam. Welcome. Dope. New York, Atlanta, New Zealand. Kiwi in the house. Kiwi trader chick. Nice. Welcome. Denver, Texas. Yo, we got a lot of... YouTube is like... YouTube does this thing where it's like it's trying to figure out who wants to be here, because I have a fun metric to share that I've seen growing, which means that like our community is becoming sticky, which I love. Ohio, UK. Lights on. All right, here we go, guys. We're going lights on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lights on, baby. Lights are on. All right. Lights on out of the way. So we got a few things to talk about today. We got a lot of new family members in the house. The room shows up. People keep showing up. All right. First, we're going to talk about Matt working for the community. Apex poll update. Little thing on that. Just a little thing. Just so we know, Matt's doing the work for the community. So we appreciate that. We're going to talk about... Let me turn on some different music. Hype song over. But it's still going to be some drill songs. Let me restart this list. Here we go. Yeah. Those songs yesterday were hitting. I need more songs like this. I got to find more. They're AI generated, so I don't know where to find more. But anyways, so Matt's doing work for the community. Why non-directional days, daily charts, turn day trading into like hard mode? Right, today was a good example of that. I had to flip my bias intra-session. Why I love velocity meters, right? The indicator that we show in the bottom left of the screen. I'll just hide this graphic real quick so you can see it. Right, we'll go over why I love those. Today's trade and a lucid account review. We're gonna go over that. And also, if you tuned in yesterday, I had a annoying morning with the prop firms. So I wanted to touch on why it's important not to carry yesterday's session into today. It's something you'll always be working on as a trader, but it's important. And then we're doing just vibing and giveaways. Now, before I get into talking about this, I just want to, just because I'm keeping an eye on something in the charts. So if it all of a sudden happens quickly, I want you guys to know because sometimes when I'm eyeing an entry, I kind of get a little quiet and I lock in. So if that happens, I just want you guys to know what's going on. So we are above DD band. And if you're new here, the platform on the left of the screen is called Rocket Scooter. Matt, the creator of this channel, aka Matoski, he's the inventor of that platform. It presents high volume tradable pivots. And one of them is this DD band. That's the green line that we're looking at. So I traded, I'll go over the couple of trades I took today, but I traded this move, but I didn't take this re-entry, right? It can be a very good entry if you have switched to a long bias, or if you had a long bias the whole session. Trading off of this can be great. Now, for me, just because the market is very healthy up here right now, right? I've been talking about it, that we need to see 5-10 sessions to really resolve whether or not the personality of this market is changing right now. But I could say that like this week and a couple of sessions last week, very healthy liquid market. So it's very healthy up here. So I have an inkling that maybe we're gonna have like a scare move drop a little below DD band somewhere in here, and it will be a good opportunity to get long because it's so stable up here. I'm looking at it, I'm like, if we do just drop down hard and quick, like not too controlled, kind of like a scare move. So if that happens quickly, I'm going to be watching the tape. I'm going to be watching the market very closely to take an entry. And if you look in the top right of the screen, right? If you look in the top right of the screen, that's Ninja Trader, and it has my add-on presented. It's called Neon Seeds. And I always just called it Seeds. Now I call it Neon Seeds. But you could see that I marked that DD band on there as well. And that DD band lined up perfectly with the top of what I call a decision block in my algo. It presents these decision blocks to me at the end of every regular trading session. So when DD band is lined up perfectly with that, right, that was an entry I could have taken. I didn't take it, but it was a solid entry. But now that I've seen more time, the market being up here, I'm just thinking, you know, if we do suddenly have a square move and pull back down into this decision block, which is also right around DD band, right, the way it gets there will be important to whether or not I would be wanting to take a trade there. But if it gets there aggressively, I'm interested, right? If it gets there aggressively, I would say 65% chance that we make a move back up. Maybe even close at the highs. But I would say if it gets somewhere down here, I'll be watching. If it does get there aggressively, I'll be watching it for a move up. All right, let me bring back up the chat here, make sure anyone didn't have any questions. Would I get long at the turnaround or at the DD reentry? You know, I'd be reading in real time to see what I try to feel out the liquidity down there. And that's actually my least favorite part about trading, is that slight artsy portion of it where you kind of just have to watch and feel it a little bit. I don't enjoy that part of trading, but I like to just monitor what's going on when it's near my entry, not just jump in, right? So that's like an art part of trading. I don't really like that part of it, but unfortunately it's somewhat necessary. I'm not like a perfect quant trader. You know, I wish I could be a perfect quant, you know, like quantitative algorithms and all that. They don't have any subjectivity to them. That's just not where I'm at. So I just wanted to point that out, just in case all of a sudden we get some sudden drop. I'll be kind of locking in and reading that action. So it just clues you into what will be going on if that happens. So yeah, okay. So now let's go over what we have listed here. So Matt's working for the community. What do I mean by that? I mean, you know, today on his stream, he was going over something happened with Apex. You know, he has a relationship with them. There was a poll. They didn't like it. But the overall thing, appreciation I want to pull out of that is that whether it's Apex, whatever, is that, you know, when you're here, you get like a real, and all three of us are like this, you get like the real opinion of things. Not like, oh, this prop firm has the best deal right now. That's the best one right now. Like Matt is creating this scoring website where it will compare all of the props to each other. And, you know, it's not going to favor one that maybe pays better or something for the affiliate, or you know, whatever that, however that game works. I don't know how it works, but it's going to be, it's a service to its community. It's like community. It's like free for everyone. It's free information, right? Because, I mean, think about that. You have a partner and then you put out a poll because you want to know from the community, hey, like, what's the real opinion on this company? It's not an ad for the company. It's kind of a sharing with the community. Hey, let's talk about this company. So doing the community work, we appreciate that. And it ties directly into the scoring website that's coming, right? And it also ties directly into this stream because, you know, I don't want to gas it up like, oh, like doing it for the community or whatever, but it is true. Because take it, for example, this stream that you're watching right now. Like, there's no instruction that we have to talk about a prop firm, right? Because Matt could have easily, you know, we're hosting these shows on his channel. I mean, it's an extension of Rocket Scooter. He'd have been like, yeah, talk about this one. They pay the best or whatever. That didn't happen. So, and I didn't know if it would happen, but I'm impressed that it didn't happen. You know, it's just like, yeah, like just, you know, do you. And he knew we traded with Rocket Scooter. So he's like, you know, have it up on the screen if you use it. I use it, so I have it up on the screen. But I mean, that's pretty dope. You know, that's firsthand experience. I could tell you, like, it's legit. This is not like, let's push this because it's pays the best. It's, let's just talk about whatever is the best. So that's cool. Because I also know, like, I listened back to one of my streams. I was like, damn, I talk about Rocket Scooter a lot. And I thought about it, I'm like, I mean, I don't have to. I talk about it because I like it. So it's important for people to know that. And also, something exciting. So if you have been joining, or if you're new here, one of the things that we incorporated into our logo is the room shows up. Why is that there? Because to me, this is like, it's building and expanding on the community. So there's a metric that I'm excited about, right? Because YouTube, when you launch a show or whatever, you know, it's trying to figure out who wants to see you. So like, there's views, there's how many people are coming, but the one that I found interesting that's creeping up is how long people are staying, right? People are like, there's watch time, and then there's like how long people stay. The rate at which people are staying longer and longer, right? It's up like 26% or something like that. I was doing the numbers. So that's exciting to me, because it means that like a community stays, right? This is not like clickbait. I'm not like, hey, I'm short 40 contracts on this, you know, on these 100 Apex accounts or whatever. Let's all, you know, watch this coin flip and see if we get a big number on the screen. This is, hey, we're building a community, right? It's not clickbait. We're just hanging out and we're vibing. The room shows up. So yeah, people are staying a long time. I was super excited about that. All right, let's go over why non-directional daily charts turn day trading into hard mode. And it ties directly into the trades I took today, right? The trades I took today, and I talked about this a little bit yesterday. When the, like, I've mentioned Q3, Matoski in the hat. Look, our founder's here. He's here. He's in the background. He's doing his thing. I heard him. I was tuned into the last stream. He's talking about trading in the middle of the night. My man, you know, he's waking up. That's 100K. That's 100K. My man, making money in his sleep. Anyways, so why non-directional daily charts turn day trading on the hard mode? Because Q3, example of just easy market. You're not deciding a bias. You're deciding where to get in. Today, the last few months, you have an extra layer, a big extra thing. Losing money. Oh, was it a red day? Okay. Losing money in it. But either way, I'm sure you make money in your sleep. It adds an extra decision that you need to make, right? Today, I had to switch my bias intra-session. That's not a comfortable thing. And I had to switch my bias really soon after, like at the open, I was looking for a short, and then I had to quickly switch my bias. Like, that's just difficult. It doesn't feel good. It's an uncomfortable feeling. And to me, even trading a pretty long time, I still find it uncomfortable, right? So why does it make it on hard mode? Because you have this other, you need to be right about two things. You need to be right around the direction. You need to be right around your entry. You need to navigate whether you should switch bias, whether you should not switch bias. So it makes it complicated, right? So it just makes it more difficult, and it ties directly into the entries I took today. So let's go over the entries I took today and kind of touch on that bias switch, why it was uncomfortable, and also why it's like and again, it goes back to that part of trading. The one, like, if I would say the one thing of trading that I do not enjoy, which unfortunately it's just how it is. It's like the art part of it. Like, I'm not an artist, you know, like I'm a numbers person. I don't like see the logo on screen. Like, I had help designing that. If I designed that just on my own, it would just be like Times New Roman. I'm not an artist. Okay. So the artist part of trading, it's difficult. I still find it difficult. So Oh, wow. People are gassing me up. Love healing how real you are. Not talking talking no substance. Your YouTube trading streamer. Would love to hear why the market is basically frozen right now. I'm going to actually touch on that. And I think it has to do with Nvidia. So the room shows up. I love it. We're building the community. Expanding the rocket scooter community. It's fun. All right. So let's go over the why I love velocity meters, because they tie into today's trade. All right, let's hide this agenda for a second. And the velocity meters, for those of you who are new, first of all, I'm just scrolling back to the open. So what you see here is on the left side, it's volume velocity. Volume velocity is quite simply the number of seconds it's taking for 2,000 contracts to go through NASDAQ. And on the left, on the right side, you're seeing price velocity. It is quite simply the number of seconds it takes for NASDAQ to cover 5 points in price distance, right? They're not complicated, but they're extremely useful to me because I use them to gauge what's going on in the market mechanically, stuff that I can't see by looking at the chart, and stuff that I can see if I watch every tick, but you're not always watching every tick. You got things going on, right? So how do I use them? First, I'm just going to very quickly pop up a graphic so people can see this, because not everyone's seen it. I'm going to be quick, but I want to just show it so people can follow along. Is a liquid versus a non-liquid example. So I just have these two contrasting examples. January, that was a liquid environment. The main thing to pay attention to is see as the one on the left slows down, means goes up, takes more seconds for the contracts to go through. The one on the right, the speed, also goes up. So they kind of go up and down together. When volume slows down, typically, generally speaking, price slows down. When volume speeds up, typically, generally speaking, volume and price, they speed up and slow down together. Right? It's not perfect, but there's generally a connection in the liquid market. February 13th, or most of the beginning of February, late January, was not very liquid. You see February 13th, this was just a session I picked out, but most sessions around that time are like this. February 13th, volume is slowing down. See the green, the pink arrow. What happened to price? It stayed fast. That creates hollow action. Market's moving, no one's there. Very important to me that I know that, because my entire trading mindset is around liquidity. Where is the market liquid? Is it a liquid environment? Okay. Where is the liquidity? Where is there hollow action? It helps me frame my trading decisions. And that's another reason why I vibed with Rocket Scooter when I found it, because Rocket Scooter is also based around liquidity. And later in the stream, I'll give a quick overview of it. But this volume velocity and price velocity important for today's session, because we're keeping an eye on that. As a community, we're keeping an eye on liquidity in the market. Is the market stabilizing? Are big players coming back to it? So now if you look at the open on these two indicators, let me move to Ninja so I can kind of move my crosshair and talk you guys through it. So as you see this yellow on both of them dropping down, that's going into the open. And where you see it turn green, that is the open. So all of a sudden, volume comes into the market. All of a sudden, the market starts speeding up, right? Both in the number of contracts going through and spanning a distance, right? And this is helpful stuff if you understand market mechanics, because you can't just look at the candles and say, I know what's going on. I mean, I can't do it. I find it's difficult. You need to know what's going on under the hood, in my opinion. So anyways, so you can see they both go into the green. Now, typically what you would see is at the open, they would go into the green, but price velocity would usually go into the red. And I have the red set to under 3 seconds or less. At the open, they're both green. There's no red in the velocity. I'm like, wow, like the market is, I'm like, dope. This is a crazy liquid open. Unfortunately, and this goes back to, let's bring up the agenda. Unfortunately, why non-directional daily charts turn day trading on hard mode? Because you have to have the bias as well. And I went into the open with a short bias. I thought you know what? We're opening, and based on what let me go back to the open on the top right chart. I'm going to move my crosshair to the open. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I had a short bias, and then why I had to quickly change to a long bias, and how it saved the day. But it could have also just made it a red day, but it saved the day. So going into the open, it's right where my crosshair is, okay? So on this top right chart, the yellow blocks are what I call decision blocks, and the gray blocks are what I call stable blocks, right? So we have this large decision block. Decision blocks are typically a little erratic. They're typically less liquid, right? So they're like, they can be turning points for the market. And as we're kind of charging, marching into the open, and you know, this is probably, it was an aggressive short, because I would say my overall thesis for the day, like now that I'm reflecting back on it, my overall thesis for the day was that we might move to highs before Nvidia earnings, which I'll go over. And if you're just tuning in, I am eyeing an entry if we have a sudden drop in the market down to below 25,270 on NASDAQ. I'm watching that. I have an order around that area, just if you're tuning in, if you want to know if there's a possible entry pending. Going back to the trade idea, right? So as we're coming into this, right into this stable block, as we're opening, I'm like, you know, it seems to me a little bit just too convenient that we're just going to charge up. I'm like, I feel like we're going to, and again, this goes back to what I don't love about trading. Sometimes there's an intuition that you have to rely on. And most of 65, 70% of the time, I know my intuition is right, but I'm not always right. I'm not a magician. So I think we're going to come back down into here. We start charging up. Okay. And I rely on the resilience indicator at times like this. The resilience indicator is a gap fill predictor, and it can help you devise whether or not a gap in the market, and now I'm on the left side chart, it can help you devise whether or not the gap in the market will close. And sometimes when you open, right, and you're above here and maybe you're short bias, you kind of wait for that indicator to turn negative before you get a little bit more aggressive with your short. That's how I do. So as we were coming, let me move back on the chart here. As we were kind of launching off the open, I was waiting for that resilience to turn negative, and it did turn negative. And that's when I started to scale into that short. And then immediately the market tightened up. But, and this is again goes part of the art of trading, which I don't like, but the market tightened up. And at that point, I'm watching price to try to judge where, like, is there people on both sides of the tape? Is there buyers and sellers and we're just in a highly liquid spot? Or is one side of the market is the market trying to suck itself up into an area of a lot of participants, right? And first of all, I can't wait until Rocket Scooter's integrated with NinjaTrader, so I don't have to keep talking through, look at the left chart, look at the right chart, look at the left chart. I apologize for that. But if you look again at the right chart where my crosshair is, this is where I was scaling into that short, right? So I put on a small position at the open, and then I'm scaling in at this area. And I quickly realized this trade is not going to work out. It is just, the market wants to go up. So I exit that trade for a loss. And then the market comes up to this green line. The green line is DD band. It's a line that is drawn on the Rocket Scooter platform. And sometimes if I think it's going to be in play today, I'll redraw it on my NinjaTrader chart just so I can look at it on there. And we come up to that level, Matt has a mathematical model where he comes up with something called a risk unit. It's based on margin requirements. So this line is 1 risk unit above yesterday's close. And typically it's a high volume pivot. And so it's highly liquid. And usually you close below that line, right? But sometimes you have to have some intuition about what's going on in the market as well, because you can gain edge from having some intuition outside of the numbers as well, right? Because it's not always an exact thing. Market usually closes below it, so you don't trade above it. That's not the case, right? If you go to Matt's boot camp, he'll explain to you areas where he trades above it as well, right? Usually a break through it and then a retest, which was a beautiful setup today. But when we came up to that particular level, it was very clear based on the action that the market wanted to enter this region up here. Now, why was it clear to me? Unfortunately, this is something that you just need to watch price carefully when price gets to specific levels, and you'll start to develop a feel for the way that the market wants to go. You'll never always be right, but you'll get to the point where you're right around 65-70% of the time if you do it enough. So in this, I can explain a little bit of what I'm looking for when we get to this level, so you yourself can start to look for it as well, and maybe it vibes with you, this way of me explaining it. Maybe it doesn't, but what I look for is when the market moves down, like this is on a micro scale, like what the market moves down, you might be watching over the course of a minute, 2 minutes. When the market moves down, does it kind of oscillate quickly, right? That vibration means that it's freely moving down there. And then all of a sudden when it moves up a little bit, it's a little bit harder for it to move. It's almost like the market's underwater, and then all of a sudden it comes up and it just wants to go, right? But underwater, maybe, or it would be the opposite, right? The water would be above. Like it's kind of moving in slow motion, and it gets down and it's kind of oscillating, and then it comes back up, and then it's kind of smoother. So to me, the way I look at that is, oh, like there's more participants up than down in this little entry area. So I get long right here as we're crossing into this stable block. And that's where I recovered that loss from the short, right? But not a comfortable thing to do, because I was just short biased. So to switch bias and pivot when the time horizon between your short thesis and your long thesis is so short, it's difficult. I think probably no matter how much experience you have, I think it's always going to be difficult. Because if I was short biased at the open, and then let's look at the DD band retest entry. Let's scroll forward on the chart on the top right, and I'm going to match this up with Rocket Scooter in the top left. Okay, so top left, see my crosshair? That's where I got long. Now let me move back. See my crosshair? These are the 5-minute chart. So it's like 5 minutes apart from each other that I'm short bias, and all of a sudden I'm long bias, right? What would be a lot more comfortable is if I didn't switch if I waited till this entry. You could see in the top left chart is the DD band retest from the top. That was at 10:55. Like it's an hour later. Even that's not the most comfortable thing, because I prefer to keep a bias throughout the session, but we're just not in an environment when you can. When I can. Not financial advice. You do whatever you do you. But to me, we're in an environment where it's acceptable to change your bias intra-session. But to me, changing my bias intra-session, it's acceptable in this environment. It's not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. So I had to, it's an uncomfortable environment because I don't know if I've got the direction right. Right? So if you've been struggling December, January, February, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. You know, it's difficult. It's difficult. And then now let me just pull up so Tradeovate has this thing where you could take a screenshot and it shows like your session profile, and I have it for the account as well. So it's kind of cool. It's free with Tradeovate. There's like a thing where you click and you could see, I don't know, there's a thing where you could see a chart of your session. So I took one for today and you could see the loss and then the recovery. So, oh, and look, you could see the timing of it. Okay. So maximum drawdown, right? I was short right going into the open. Maximum drawdown was 929. Can you guys see this? Yeah, you should be able to see this. So 929, and then I guess 936 is when I switched my bias. So what? 6 minutes ago? Like, that's uncomfortable. That's uncomfortable. 936. And I'm like, 7 minutes ago, I had a short bias. I probably should have waited to the open. I was a little bit eager. Whatever. I'm excited about liquidity returning to the market. I'm not perfect. I was excited. You know, I was excited. So, yeah, so switching the bias in that short period of time, uncomfortable to me. It'll always be uncomfortable to me, but it's a necessary evil unless I just want to sit out this environment. But I don't. You know, I like to participate. You know, the room shows up, I show up, I'm showing up. So anyways, so that was the loss. And then, so $414 drawdown in the Lucid account, and then a $578 win. So overall net profitable for the day. I wouldn't say one risk unit because I was risking more on this trade. It's a half a risk unit, right? If I show up with a $200 loss on a prop and I risk 200, I'm up a risk unit. If I have a $200 profit, but I was risking 400, I'm up half a risk unit. So the number, I'm thinking of it in terms of risk unit, right? So it's a small green day on these props. On this prop, I mean, it's the only one I traded. Accuracy 72%, which lines up with my typical numbers. It used to be about 67, 68%. I've noticed about 3 to 5% bump since I started using Rocket Scooter. But like I said yesterday, I'll need a few years of using the platform to know if that's variance, like how much my accuracy really increased by adding Rocket Scooter to my game. But like, I need to see the numbers after a few years, but I know myself well enough that I know it's helped. Because a lot of the trades I take near the open, I wouldn't be able to take without Rocket Scooter. So that's Lucid today. You could see the recovery, you could see the loss, you could see the recovery, and then the overall stats for that account, which is almost funded now. So sticking with, you know, my numbers are pretty, I've been trading it correctly. So 72% accuracy on the account. And yeah, I think the profit target is 3,000. So this will almost be funded. I just got to keep kind of chipping away at this, and this will turn into a funded account as well. I'm assuming it's total P&L, not gross P&L for the eval. I know on the TPT ones, it's total, right? They take into account. Well, this is going to take into account commissions. Why would they not? They're going to make it as difficult as possible. So yeah, this needs $400 to become a funded account as well. So then I'll have 3 funded accounts. That's exciting. You know, it's exciting. Our prop journey's moving along. Because we passed one more eval yesterday in the TPT account, even with the execution debacle. All right, now let me just, before I go on to not carrying yesterday and today, let me just open up chat. Guys, we're doing a giveaway. Guys, hit the like button. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Never suffer. Welcome. So my name is actually Neon. Matt streams in the morning. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. Hit the like button. The reason to hit the like button is because the more likes we get, the more giveaways we can do. So today we're giving away, I'm going to start doing a poll with the giveaways. I think that helps people see what we're giving away. I saw Matt does that. But smash the like button. That way we can give away more accounts. Today we are giving away. If anyone has any questions, type them in chat before we talk about why you shouldn't carry yesterday's session into today. We're giving away a funded next account and a my funded futures account. So we'll give that away later. Exciting. We got a lot of people still clicking in. If anyone's just clicking in, smash the like button. It doesn't look like we're going to get it. I'm going to talk about Nvidia as well. It doesn't look like we're going to get this pullback, but just in case all of a sudden it happens, if anyone's just tuned in and they don't know, because sometimes when an entry is approaching, I'm new to the streaming, so I don't know if I'm just going to go silent and start concentrating or if I'm going to be able to talk through it. I don't really know. But just so you can follow along in case it happens and I do get quiet, this green line in the top left chart, that is what we refer to as DD band. And since the market seems so healthy up here, if I like the long bias, but the only thesis behind an afternoon entry for me would be if we have a sudden and scary drop down. Because to me, that wouldn't kind of make sense to me story-wise with the rest of the session. So I'd be like, yeah, that seems like a trick. And I will be looking to get long somewhere down here, right? Because it's been so healthy up here. Unless there's some crazy news, I think it's going to stay healthy. Liquidity is going to stay healthy up here for the rest of the session. So if we suddenly sweep down below, I'll be interested in us coming back up into this pocket. So just keep that in mind in case it all of a sudden starts happening. You'll know kind of what's going on if I turn into a little mouse and get real quiet. Because when you trade by yourself, you're not like talking out loud through your trade, right? So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or how that's going to work. Oscar. Brazzers in the house. Doggypedia. Wow, we got a lot of people clicking in. If you're just clicking in, smash the like button. We're going to be doing giveaways. We're building and expanding on the Rocket Scooter community. I've been watching the stats. People have been staying longer. YouTube's trying to figure out who wants to be in this show. It's figuring it out. People are staying 26, 20, 23, 24% longer than they were at the first show. I love it. So we're starting to find the right people. Right people are coming to the room. The room shows up. Zil from Finland's in the house. So does anyone have any questions about what we were just talking about before I kind of go on? I really love trading. I love talking about it. I'm kind of a quiet. I can be very quiet, but when it comes to trading, I love it. I love it. It's my passion. It's my craft. I love it. Brazzer! Am I on top chat? Let me see. Live chat? Okay. Oh, let me scroll back up. Let me scroll back up. Mike said the last few sessions are either catch the opening move or get blasted trying. Fair enough. Dave Mack, you saw the momentum in real time, so switching bias was the correct call, part of tape reading. Good job, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know what? Let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. Let's do it. I'm excited. All right, let me open up the little giveaway machine. Let me get it queued up. Let me get it queued up. Can I get rid of the agenda? Yeah, let me get rid of the agenda. I'll pop it back up when we're getting back to it. But yeah, no problem. Get rid of the agenda. Smash that like button. We're about to do a giveaway. It's giveaway time. I'm going to need about 45 seconds to queue up the giveaway machine. And then I'll call out the code word. Our regulars probably already know what it is based on the whatever our giveaway is. If you're not a regular, welcome to the stream. We're expanding the Rocket Scooter community. So welcome. We love trading here. This ain't clickbait. We just love trading. Okay, so filter messages, and we are giving away. Let's see what we're giving away. Funded next. All right. Type in all one word, no spaces. Funded next. Funded next. All right. Hit it, fam. Funded next. Funded next. Let's get it. All right. All right. It's good to be here. Someone said yes, 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 funded next. It won't pick up on that, I don't think. I think it needs an exact match. Funded next. Funded next. While we're typing it in, we need more banger raps, like kind of drill songs in the Discord. All right. Let's pull up the specs on this account that we're giving away. If you're new here, we give away accounts every day. We have 3 streams on this channel right now. We have a morning stream with Matt, aka Matoski, aka Matt. He's the inventor of the rocket scooter platform that you see on the left-hand side of the screen. And he's currently doing 100K to $1 million challenge. He's already about halfway there. Dude's a boss trading like that in the morning session. Like, trading the morning session, real account, locked in, talking through it, trading props at the same time. Difficulty level 10. The dude just does it. No issues. So tune into that stream. I stream in the afternoons. And then Sir Darb, aka Brad, aka Sir Darb, streams in the evenings. He goes live at 7 p.m. Eastern. Super chill vibe, good music, good lessons. Market, it's just a hangout. It's really good. It's really good. So let's see. It says 6 seconds. I'm gonna let it cycle through one more time. I know a lot of people are still clicking in. All right. If you're just clicking in, we're doing a giveaway. Funded next. So this particular account, it's a 25K rapid. So what it is, it's a $1,500 profit target. It's a $1,000 drawdown. No daily loss limit. Or if you're from New York, I'm sure you say no daily loss limit. So loss, whatever. No activation fee. No minimum benchmark days. One-time fee only. If you buy it, like if you're buying accounts and you want to lower your risk, how do you lower your risk on an account? Step 1, lower your cost. How do you lower your cost? Use code Rocket Scooter. Okay. Max position in the challenge phase, 10 micros. Max position in the funded stage, 15 micros. Max loss limit 1,000. So if you could trade 10 or 15 micros, I mean, that's insane size. That's crazy size for $1,000 drawdown. So you basically have unlimited size, right? Size your trade as big as you want. I mean, if if you're sensible about your risk, it's big size. Consistency 40%, and you can reset it for 99 bucks, $99.99. Good stuff. Smash the like button. 36 seconds. Let me see. Where's the likes? Can we get the likes up? Because if we get the likes up, I think maybe soon be able to give away 1 extra account per session. And then, like, I want to get to 10. When we can give away 10 accounts on this show, that's going to be dope. Let's get to that. So smash the like button. We're at 243. I mean, can we get to 300? Let's do that. Let's do that, fam. All right. Oh, it just cycled. All right, this is it. It's time for the giveaway. Smash the like button. Here we go. Giveaway. It didn't pop up. Let me reset the... Don't worry, we didn't lose all of your captures. I'm just making it so it pops up on screen. There it goes. I gotta reset it sometimes. All right. Here we go. If you didn't already, smash the like button. Pick a winner. In 3, 2, you know what? Let's go cyan. Let's go cyan. Yeah, let's go cyan for the giveaway. 3, 2, 1. Come on. THX1111. I wonder if THX is that thanks or is that like audio THX? You know, like THX audio. THX11. Oh, he's here. That person's here. THX. We're going back to magenta. Congratulations. Okay. Here's what you're gonna do. Please visit the link in the description. Go to the link for the Discord. Visit the contest channel. Message the admin named Slacks. Send him a picture of your YouTube ID and he will hook you up. Dogpedia Short said, rigged. Someone always says rigged right after the spin. I love it. It's like a tradition. Rigged. It's not rigged. THX111. Hey, THX, is that thanks? Is the THX for thanks or is the THX for like THX audio or is it for something else? What's the meaning behind that name? Wonder if he's going to respond or they're going to respond, whoever it is. Fast spin, not gonna lie. My dog, I gave it like 5 minutes for you guys to type it in. Oh, movie. I don't know anything about the THX movie. I don't know about that. I don't know a lot about like movies and stuff like that. I know about shows. I don't know. I forget a lot of that kind of stuff. Wow. Silver and gold are halted? What? No. Excuse me. Hold on. Pause. Farina, who's... Oh, no. Frazer just said... Frazer's typically a reliable source. Oh, you gotta be joking. Hold on. Pause. What? Futures? Okay, how am I not knowing this? See, this is the thing. I kind of just stay in my lane. So I oftentimes I like don't know about stuff like this. Gold and silver futures. Oh my God. I gotta, let's tune into this. Gold and silver futures. Oh, it's an issue. It's not, there's an issue. It's not a purposeful, they're not like we're halting for a reason. It's a technical issue. It's a technical issue. Oh. Look at this. I don't know if you guys were here for yesterday's story. I had a technical issue with my risk manager program that I use with NinjaTrader. It didn't work correctly with my prop accounts. So I got liquidated in a slam dunk trade that I was trying to take in the funded account. Technical issues, which we're actually about to get to in a second. Why you shouldn't bring yesterday's session into today. But look, the CME group's having technical issues. Look, if they're having technical issues, I shouldn't feel too bad about having a technical issue. All right, I'm a one-person business. They're like a multi-billion, cajillion. Yeah. So if it's unacceptable for me to have a technical error, it's certainly unacceptable for them. Wait, so what happens to people who are in the trade when it, like, did they get liquidated or is the position still open? Does it get liquidated when, because that's a volatile market right now. We still got people clicking in. Let me bring up the agenda again if you're just clicking in. We already talked through a bunch of stuff, but if you just joined, welcome to the family. The room shows up. We talked about Matt, our founder, how he's doing the community work, right? He's asking the hard questions out there, regardless of which prop firms support the channel. He wants to get to the bottom of which ones are actually the best. We're launching a prop scoring website, right? So if one of our best partners scores badly, guess what? They don't get a score bump. Their score is their score. If they call us and say, yo, we're a big partner with you, what's up with our score? You know what we respond? Well, I'm just saying this. I don't really know what Matt will respond. But if it was me, I'd be like, I got 2 words for you, my bruh. Do better. Click. You know, you want to get your score up? Make your account better. Anyways, so Matt's doing the community work. The score is the score, yeah. I wouldn't say the score is the score. I would probably say do better. But I'd say it with a little attitude that they're like, like, is he... like, are we still cool with him? You know? And they would... I'd still vibe with them. But yeah, Matt doing the community work, talking about why non-directional daily charts lead to trading on hard mode. And you don't have to like look at the daily chart every day. Like sometimes I'll look at a 2-day chart because it's cleaner. But you know when you're in a range and when there's not a big, bias on the daily. Why I love the velocity meters, today's trades, and then let's get to don't carry yesterday into today. Don't carry yesterday into today, because don't let one bad, like I was recovered from that technical error yesterday by like an hour later, right? I took an hour, like I was fuming for about 2 minutes. So I was at like a 9.5 for like 2 minutes. I was just frustrated. And then I went to like a 3. I come down quick. I went to like, after like 2 minutes, I went from like a 9.5 to like a 3. I floated around a 3 for like 45 minutes. And I was right back down to 0. Like I didn't care. So don't let yesterday's session, whether it's a technical error, whether it's whether you just traded poorly, right? Because we all have days where we just, like days where you just suck. Your accuracy is like 40% and you're just off your game. It happens, right? I said, we're not magicians, right? The market is random. It's hard. So how do you do that? How do you not bring yesterday into today? I think one is just screen time, like, because there's people, I'm sure there's people of all different years of screen time in chat right now, but I think everyone can agree, the more screen time you get, the more confident you'll start to get in your abilities and in your system. And then you'll also, unfortunately, unless you're just perfect, and if you are, good for you, but unfortunately, it's also through experiencing, making the mistake of bringing yesterday into today, right? Like we've all, I mean, I know I've done it. Like, I'll have a bad session. I don't really do it anymore, but I would say there's probably a couple of times a year where I think it carries over. It just depends, but I think it's an important thing to focus on, right? Because pressing buttons and being right, being wrong, whatever, that's one thing, but the psychology of everything, I think it's what keeps you grounded, and what makes it tolerable to participate in this game day in and day out without it just being too heavy, right? So it's less a lesson and more just a reminder that we all go through it. Like we all have bad sessions, whether it's technical or just underperforming, and it's just a reminder, kind of like the room shows up, right? We're here as a community. It's more of a reminder that whether you're looking at the stream at me, or whether you're kind of just thinking about, hey, like I wonder if other people in chat experience this. Everyone experiences it. Everyone has a crappy day, and then the next day they're just mad. They think like the market owes them something. And something I did today to combat that, because I know I'm not perfect, right? I'm well aware I'm flawed, well aware, right? So I work around those flaws. So I thought about it, like, let me just make sure. Let me make sure this charts are in the right place. I don't want to miss an entry if it happens. Okay, no. What did I do today to make sure I didn't carry that into today's session, right? Well, I mean, it helped that I captured the trade in one of the evals, and it helped that I captured the trade in my regular account. So that obviously helped. Because there wasn't a monetary thing associated. It's not like a lost, real capital. So like the eval, like the pro account that I was trading, the cost of the pro account was $100, right? You buy the eval, it's like $100. You pass it, you're in the pro funded stage or whatever, but it's $100. So that you're not losing money, but you're losing kind of. I've been taking so much time, putting effort into trading that correctly, getting the balance up, and then I stepped up to the plate for that big swing, nailed the thesis, nailed the analysis, and you know, my risk management program kept liquidating the position, and it was frustrating. So what I do to combat that? I was like, you know what? I can't trade that account today. I cannot trade that account today, because my mind yesterday, and I still have it in the back of my mind, is like, okay, I would have had like probably a $1,500 win, maybe $1,000 win, because in the eval, I didn't capture the whole move. I had to exit it because the profit target was hit, and it was like an $800 win. And I would have held the position longer in the regular, in the regular funded account, right? So it would have been a big win, drawdown wise, for that funded account, right? It would have been like my breakthrough for this prop journey that I'm on. So I almost feel like that, like I feel like I was robbed. I feel like I was robbed. So let's say I have $1,000 win in that account. Yeah, sour hour instead of power hour. Exactly. Sour hour. I feel like I was robbed. So I didn't trade that account today, right? Because I know myself. So whatever you need to do to kind of work around stuff like that, but it can help. You know, we're all in this together, sort of thing. You know, you can vibe off of your peers. Know everyone experiences it. Every day is a fresh slate in trading. Great. Market keeps climbing. I know that DD band entry was so clean. I don't know. I just didn't take it. Okay, let me just see what some of the there's a lot of chat messages. Let me just see. Let me open up live chat so I don't miss anything. Okay, well, guys, we are doing another giveaway. Can we hit the like button, guys? Can we smash the like button? I really appreciate it, so we can give away more accounts. I want to be able to give away more accounts. So smash that like button. Is that the current velocity? Wow. Holy, the market has slowed down. Look at this. So I have the price velocity and volume velocity set to turn red when in my opinion, the market's become really slow. Usually it doesn't turn red like this until like the session's done, or at least later in the session. So market's really slowed down. One other thing I want to touch on today actually is Nvidia earnings. Nvidia earnings, what my thoughts are on it. So one of my thoughts on Nvidia earnings, okay? First, the way I view the market is based on liquidity, right? So I'm always paying attention to where liquidity is. And right now, liquidity is returning to the market. I'm skeptical on whether it's because big players are coming to the market to maybe make big bets around things like Nvidia earnings. And then if they're going to go away when it's like when earnings season is dying, like, are they coming to the table to maybe make big bets on today's earnings? We don't know. We're going to need more sessions to really decide whether or not that's the case. But around earnings or anything like that, any news related thing, any event that has the possibility. I Am Rich Trader just donated a boot camp. That's my first ever boot camp donation, guys. Hold on. Type the room shows up, because this is a moment. This is a moment. This is the first time this has ever happened. And that hits, guys. We're not doing a giveaway right now. I don't know. I think people are typing fun. Oh, here we go. Thank you so much for the donation for the giveaway. I think that means I can like give away, because I think there's like a matching thing. So when we do a giveaway, like if you donate one, I think Rocket Scooter Company donates one, or maybe two, or something like that. So that's exciting. Thank you so much. The room shows up. The first ever time that this has happened. I mean, this is awesome. This is cool. All right. We're giving away a boot camp. So for the Rod Trades, what's up? For those of you who are new here, Matt, the founder of this channel and the inventor of Rocket Scooter, he holds a boot camp a few times a year. The next one's in March. And what it is it's a 20-day boot camp. It costs $20, but we're about to give one away. And there's two things that you get out of it. Number one is Matt talks about just overall market stuff. Number two is he talks about Rocket Scooter specific stuff. So if you're not using Rocket Scooter, you'll be able to learn about the platform and how you might be able to integrate it into your trading. It is a complete system. So if you don't yet have consistent edge, you know, this could be your answer. If you already have consistent edge, I could say personally that it increased my accuracy. I'll have to wait a few years till I know the exact number, but early results are looking like it's around 3, 4, maybe even 5% bump in accuracy. It's only been about eight months. I forget how many months I've been using it, but not enough data for me to be able to confidently say exactly what that number is. But this boot camp is really good, regardless of whether or not you use Rocket Scooter. All right, so I'm gonna queue up the giveaway machine. Type in boot camp in chat. Thank you so much for the donation. Like, it's a moment. Boot camp. Okay, type boot camp in chat. Thank you so much. I am Rich Trader. You created a moment that, I mean, it's cool. That's cool. It's my first time experiencing that, so I love it. Thank you so much. All right, type boot camp in chat. Boot camp. We're doing a giveaway. It's giveaway time. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Smash it. Smash it. Mash it. Mike saying DD band. Yeah, Mike, I was looking for a long if we had an aggressive dip. I'm long biased, so I can't short DD band right here. As much as I would like to, I just feel like it's not the trade that to me has a lot of edge. It might be if I would say what I think are we gonna sell off of DD band? I don't know. And to me, it's 50-50. We could close above DD band on SPY. And I'll get back to my thing about what I feel about the Nvidia earnings. All right, smash the like button, type in boot camp, and we're giving away another prop account during power hour as well. Nice. Fibonacci, if you're in the crowd, please make some more of the drill songs and those gritty rap songs. They've been dope. We need some good house songs too. Can we have Rocket Scooter world record? So Leo. Whoa, guys, it's a moment. After you type boot camp, type the room shows up. Sir Darb, our evening host, is in the house. He just donated a boot camp as well. And I'm going to find out how the ratios work. I think we might have boot camps to give away tomorrow as well, because I think the company donates boot camps. They do a match or something. I will find out. But if you're here today and you don't win, make sure you come back tomorrow. We'll give away the balance of the boot camps, whatever, when I find out what that ratio is. The room shows up. Someone's saying 1-3, but I need to get confirmation before I can just go with it. All right, type boot camp in chat. This Sir Darb, aka Darb, aka Brad, aka Darb. Thank you so much. Or Darb said it's 1-3. All right, cool. Thank you so much for contributing to this moment. It's magic. It's magic. YouTube's trying to figure out who wants to be here. Or people are staying longer. I'm excited. All right. So let me open up the little machine engine here. Boot camp. It's monitoring. All right. Keep going. We got 40... We're a minute and 40 seconds. It's burn trades. You can't win multiple boot camps because once it's active, there's no... No, but you can win multiple prop accounts. We've got people who've won 3 prop accounts in 6 months. You know? People who just show up every day and they're hanging out anyways, like they just... Why not just enter their giveaway? Statistically, you know, eventually you're going to win. Most likely. I mean, you know, I don't know for sure. Can't guarantee it. Oh, Julian, good question. Why do we type the room shows up? So we typed the room shows up because when I was creating the logo for this show after the first few shows, and I was starting to get the vibe for it. And the main sense, right? Because like I kind of just fell into doing this show. I was always like hanging out in the Rocket Scooter stream, and then we had this audition thing. I was like, you know, why not? I love trading. I'd love to talk trading. And then here I am. But it's almost like I let the experience shape what the show's going to be and what the whole vibe is. And the vibe I got was that it's like, it's a community, right? People hang out and it's a community. People show up. So I integrate that. I said, you know, the room shows up. So we type the room shows up. It's kind of just, if you've been here before you type it, just it's just kind of a camaraderie thing. If you win boot camp, can you trade it for lifetime? I don't think there's any tradesies. All right, it's time to spin. Here we go. Let's share the little giveaway engine. And in 3, 2, 1, pick a winner. Vivi 5714. Vivi 5714. You out there? All right, guys. We picked a winner. We are giving away another prop account though, so don't feel bad if you don't win one of these boot camps. Vivi 5714. You out there? Is chat a little bit behind? I'm not sure. Let's see. Vivi 5714. Where you at? VV 5714. Let me open it up on my iPad. Let me see. Make sure I'm not behind. Okay, I'm not getting a response from VV, so I'm gonna pick another winner. Let me just make sure. Nope. All right, picking another winner in 3, 2, 1, 0. The winner is Kevin G 111. Kevin G 111. 111. Where you at, bruh? Yellow line on ES 6964. I am Rich Trader said someone's here. Who's here? Kevin? Or the other person? Oh, Kevin. There's Kevin. All right, got it. Kevin G 111. Holler. You're gonna go to the YouTube description. Smash that like button while you're there, and then go to the Discord. Hit up the contest channel and message the admin name Slacks, and he will hook you up. And one more thing, guys, if you're on the stream and you like the giveaways, I know I say it a lot, but I really want to get to be able to give away. I just love giving away the accounts and all that stuff. So I want to be able to give away like 10. But I don't know how many likes we need to give away 10. So let's just keep smashing the like button. Smash the like button so we can get to give away 10 accounts a session one day. We'll get there. We're new. We're a new show, but we will get there. I know we got the vibes to get there. All right. So smash, right? I love it. I love it. So that's the giveaways. Vic's dropping aggressively. Sets us up for a strong power hour. I agree. But you know what the problem is? Where to get a safe, how do you get a safe entry where you can manage your risk, right? That's the problem up here. Like, was it tempting to just buy the high and set a stop and rock with it because I had that thesis? Sure. But then what happens when it dips down and you actually get the entry that you really wanted? Then you're just behind the trade. You know, I'd rather not take the wrong trade and get the right trade whenever it pops up rather than take the wrong one. So smash the like button. All right, we're over 300. Not bad. We still got people clicking in. Let's get it, fam. YouTube's starting to learn who wants to be in this particular show. It's figuring it out. At first, it was like, wait a second. Who wants to be here? Who wants to be here? So it's finding it. It's finding it. No real pivots here. No trade. Yeah. Spies approaching support. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Fraser, yeah. One of our winner, THX 1111 or 111, and one of our winner, Kevin G 111. But if they're the same person, Slacks would always figure it out. So I'm sure they're legit. Is anyone new here? Let me ask chat. Is anyone new here? It's your first day here? It's your first day at the Neon Cucumber Show. Are you just tuning in for the first time? First day with me, but not Matt. Nice. Thank you for being here. First time. All right. So for those of you who it's the first time here, what's on the screen? Probably the most important thing on the screen is, well, it is the most important thing on the screen because it's the most critical part to entering the trade for me, is the Rocket Scooter platform. So this is a platform that was invented by the creator of this channel. His name's Matt, aka Matoski, aka Matt. He streams in the morning. He's doing 100K to $1 million challenge right now. But just to really simply explain what you're looking at on the left-hand side of the screen, it's a platform where at the beginning of every regular trading session, it draws pivots. They're high volume pivots that, if you'd like to, there's a great way to frame trades around them. Okay. So some of the pivots are derived from options. Some of the pivots are derived from just simply the open, the close, and the midpoint between them. But in addition to the pivots that it draws, which are very powerful pivots, it also has auxiliary indicators that help you determine if those levels will be support, if there'll be a resistance, and just overall things about the market, right? There's something called the DD ratio, can help you develop a directional bias for like now. There's monthly maps that can help you read the daily chart. So there's multiple tools in this platform. And this little box, if you look to the left of the logo, there's a box with some arrows on it, and it says BLU above it. That's what's called a liquidity map, and it helps you frame, if you're following this strategy, where you can enter and how you would size that position. So it's not only a platform, but it's also there's also a strategy that's completely built around the platform. So it's a very complete system. And it also has, like, if you take Matt's bootcamp, he has sit out rules. So not only is it a complete system, but it also does things like really complete, like telling you recommendations on when it might be best to sit out of the market, right? Sit out conditions. So it's a really good platform. I've been using it since last summer. If anyone out there is new who just heard what I just had to say, but you're like, well, I already kind of have a system and I already do well, I'm just here to hang out. I was like that too. But after testing the levels in this system, it became clear that it's undeniable that the levels have edge. So I added them to my existing game, and I've had a bump up in accuracy, right? So if you're already trading and you already have a defined edge and you have numbers that back that edge has been consistent over time, obviously you don't want to lose that edge, but you can enhance it with a system like this. Because I didn't abandon my old system when I started using Rocket Scooter, right? I used them together. And so that's what that is. Really great system. And then in the bottom of the screen, volume velocity, the number of seconds it takes for 2,000 contracts to go through, price velocity, the number of seconds it takes for NASDAQ to cover 5 points in price distance. And those are simply things I use to understand what the liquidity environment is. And if you become a member, like, it's free to join our stream, obviously. So if you're always here hanging out, you'll hear me referencing them, and you know, you'll kind of start to learn how I interpret them. But in the general sense, if they move together, the market's usually more liquid. If they disconnect from each other, the market's usually less liquid. But there's nuances to it. Everything's nuanced. So thank you so much for being here. We're going to do, it's 10 minutes to power hour. We are going to do another giveaway. Does anyone out there have any questions before we revisit my thoughts on Nvidia earnings and, you know, kind of how I frame my opinions around when earnings are there? I know we started talking about it, but we got sidetracked to the boot camp. I'll get back to it, but I just want to queue up if anyone has any questions on anything. Guys, smash the like button. We're almost at 350. We're almost at 350. 350. 350. Oh, Short King. I started using Rocket Scooter last summer. So first I just incorporated, I forward tested it, but I didn't really, I didn't fully incorporate it into my thesis. I was just forward testing it kind of on the side. I did that for 2 months, and after 2 months, I was convinced. So last summer I started using it, and yeah. Yeah, Leo, I only traded one account. Today. So I've been trading the Lucid account and then 2 TPT accounts. One of the TPT accounts just crossed into funded, so I have to wait for that one. That's the bottom one. The second one is the funded account that I had that technical issue yesterday. So I didn't want to trade that today because my mindset with that account is just, I need to leave that account alone today just because I didn't want to trade it. And then the top account is the Lucid account. So that's when I started using Rocket Scooter. Someone said, do you use ARB with your velocity indicators? Zenek, great question. I do not use ARB yet, and there's a very particular reason for that. I'm very particular with adding something to my game, right? I just talked about how I spent 2 months testing the Rocket Scooter levels and platform before I integrated it into my game. So, and there was already statistics, rules, everything associated with the Rocket Scooter platform and the levels that I could test against and kind of have a baseline for how it should perform during that testing phase. The ARB indicator, the reason I don't use it yet is because it's new. So Matt is obviously he's the inventor of Rocket Scooter, so he's also the inventor of that auxiliary indicator. He is forward testing it, and he's discovering ways that it can be used. So with something like that, I'll let him forward test it, let him come to his conclusions, because given the conclusions he's come to with Rocket Scooter, I know that when he gets to the point where when it's integrated in boot camp and stuff, and he has thoughts behind it, that's when I'll start thinking about integrating it into my game. Right? He's doing the work for the community in forward testing it, right? He's putting risk on while forward testing that indicator. So I appreciate that he's doing that. So I'm going to lean on him he's forward testing it. And when he comes to his conclusions, I'll look at them, I'll forward test it, and then I'll choose whether or not to integrate it into my game. Frazer, who's a reliable source of information that I've experienced so far, Oh, Matoski's out there. He's hearing what I'm saying. Matoski, thank you for the work you're doing. Thank you for forward testing it for all of us. We appreciate it. So Fraser says, so far in some instances, it has proven very useful, the ARB indicator. Which, I mean, I'm sure it will. I'm just very particular with adding something to my game. So knowing that Matt is forward testing it, knowing that he's willing to be the guinea pig and forward test it, I'm like, thank you. You know, it's less, because forward testing can be expensive. Forward testing can be expensive. The most expensive forward testing I've ever had was developing my execution algorithm that helps me get less slippage when I'm trading live account. The reason that was so expensive to forward test is because you need to submit orders to the market with that algorithm running to see how much slippage you get, and then compare how much slippage you get with different sets. So it's expensive to, that was the most expensive thing I've ever forward tested, because I had to constantly see what the, like, you almost have to like back to back submit orders to the market and see the difference in slippage, and then there's variance in there. So it's expensive. So Fraser said Matt does a good job explaining it. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really, I don't know. There's no boot camp class for it yet. That's what I would be waiting for, because I'm sure Matt will come to a point where like he has very concise thoughts around it, right? You can't have, like right now, I would assume, since it's only a few months in, it's kind of like, hey, it looks like it's going to be good for this. It looks like it's going to be good for that, right? But I'm a numbers person. I know Matt's a numbers person. So I'm sure he'll come to the conclusion once he has a confidence level in it. And that's when there'll be like a boot camp class associated with it. But in short, Matoski's in the crowd. Matt, thank you for forward testing that for us. We love you for it. We can't wait till there's conclusions on it, and we can, I mean, I'm sure there's people using it already. So maybe I'm an outlier there, but I'm not using it yet. But I'm excited for it. If it's anything like the other tools, I know it's going to be a banger. I know it's going to be a banger. All right, 3 minutes to power hour. Based on this little curve I'm seeing in people showing up, it's nice. You know, the room shows up. I could tell like people are staying a long time, so it's dope. He's explained it on stream. He has a short video on it. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too particular in waiting, but I don't know. I'm protective over my edge, so I'm always like scared to make changes to my game if the game, you know, if the game's already fine. But you know, I added rocket shooters to my game and got a nice little bump in that accuracy, so no complaints. Any other questions out there? Any other questions, fam? We're gonna do a giveaway during power hour. During power hour, we're gonna be giving away, let's see. Damn, I wish this market would just collapse for like just a few minutes. Just give us a scare down. We're gonna be giving away a My Funded Futures account. Nice. All right, so let's get back to Nvidia. What I was thinking about Nvidia. So, like, I was talking about whether this is large participants, the liquidity we've been seeing, is it large participants coming back to the market just to place big bets for like these big earnings that are coming out, or is it truly lots of people coming back to the market that are going to stay here, right? So the reason that ties into Nvidia earnings is because if it's just them showing up to place big bets and then they're going to leave again, that remains to be seen, right? That remains to be seen. One of the things that I do around these big events, earnings, news events, I said it last week. If you didn't hear me say it, I'll say it now, is I pay attention to the timing. I don't pay attention to the output. The reason being, believe me, don't believe me, like, I'm not saying this, but I'm saying this is my thesis about the market. is that the market is not fair. I believe there are cheaters in the game, right? The market is not fair. Why do I not think the market is fair? Because it's a game that's being played by human beings, okay? A large group of human beings. And the prize for winning the game is wealth, is financial gain. When you get a large group of humans participating in a game where the reward is financial, you're gonna have cheaters. I mean, come on. So the reason I don't pay attention to the output of news events, only to the timing, is because I expect there to be a reaction or something's going to happen, but I don't expect that it's going to make any sense, right? The market goes up, the market goes down in response to news, but it's like, you know, is there inside information about Nvidia? Maybe Nvidia earnings are going to be trash. Maybe the market's moving up now because someone knows something, or maybe the inverse. Like, it's so hard to interpret news and output of events like that. So I just don't pay attention to it. I pay attention to the timing of it. And like Nvidia earnings, I also like, I won't really stare at the chart while that's happening. I know it will probably be great for like, you know, maybe great for clicks and stuff, but I'm like maybe I could pull it up and, you know, I just won't really look at it or whatever. But I don't, part of my game is to not watch things like that, because it's not really going to affect how I trade until maybe this evening session, probably not till tomorrow's session. And the way it will affect me is my read on what I see on the screen, right? Exactly 0% impact on my trading will come from what the number is, because you know what? I won't even look at it. I don't look at interest rate decisions. I don't look at the output of them. I don't look at, like, I used to, but I found there's absolutely, like, it's good as a talking point, but it's not something I would look at before, so it's not something I'm going to start looking at now, right? Because it's just not part of my game, because I never was able to gain any edge from it, right? I am Rich Trader. No, bye. Your messages aren't getting shadow banned. We see you right there. Bah, 55H34D, whatever that means. Nice. Guys, wow. We almost have 400 likes. That's like, that's a big, yo, this is a, whoa. Hold on a second. Hold the phone. I don't even know what hold the phone means, but contextually, I think I just used it in the right sense. I don't know what it means, but I think I used it correctly. Hold the phone. We're creeping up to 400 likes. We're above 350. We need 42 more. Yeah, this is exciting stuff. So for those of you who don't know, first of all, we're doing a giveaway in Power Hour. But for those of you who don't know, the more likes we get, the more times you smash the like button, the more giveaways, Short King, hold the phone emojis, the more giveaways we can do. LFG, the room shows up. Yeah, so I don't pay attention to the output of the news, because I was never able to get any edge from it, because I always believed that there's, whoa, look at these likes jumping up. La Familia, let's get it. I appreciate it so much. It's cool. I mean, we'll probably get to 10 giveaways. Maybe we'll be at 10 giveaways by the end of the year. Who knows? Who knows? Also, you know that it's real likes since it matches the viewer count, not bots. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The like and the viewer, almost 422 people watching, almost 400 likes. Nice. Yeah, I think the algorithm's just trying to like figure out the vibe, you know? Figuring out the vibe. Because people are staying longer, you know? Because I think that I'm sure that a lot of people looking for a quick dopamine hit, you know? They kind of click in, they're like, yo, like, is someone short 40 contracts right now, YOLO in? There's people that click in looking for that kind of stuff. And I know it will get views, but you know, you're not gonna see that. If we get good entries, we take it. If we don't, we don't. And you know, we kind of go over the morning session and what lessons we can garner from it. Boomer Trader in the house. Matoski, Boomer Trader. Boomer Trader. Yeah, but Matt had 1,000 concurrents on this morning. Like, that's like boss. That's boss right there. Matt's stream is blowing up. It's cool. It's cool. The family is growing. It's dope. Would be dumping 20 billion in stock that loses 2/3 of its value over the next 12 months be cheating. Bah, I don't really know what that means, but I don't know. Will I be streaming through earnings? What time's the I mean, I could stay on. It's cool. I was just talking about it earlier that I don't really like look at the chart when there's earnings release. But I don't really look at the chart when there's an earnings release because I don't have any edge in what happens. And, you know, I don't want to see a huge rally out of earnings and then it's gone by tomorrow. But it crept into what I'm thinking about tomorrow. It could just creep into my game. I know there's no edge in it, but I can bring it up and kind of just, you know, I guess I could bring it up on the stream at the end. What time is the Nvidia earnings? I don't know. I think it's right after the close. Short King, I appreciate that. The YouTube algo sending people our way. All right, let me see. Nvidia earnings. NVDA earnings. I always just know the ticker. I'm not going to spell Nvidia. Google's trying to correct me. I'm like, nah. I'll give you the ticker. That's what I know. It's scheduled to report on Tuesday. Why is it saying Tuesday? On Tuesday, February 26th. Wait, what is this? It's Wednesday 25th. What? This is not right. Okay. Google AI can't even get a simple thing right. Google AI said scheduled to report on Tuesday, February 25th, 2026. I don't know what that's wrong. Yeah, that's wrong. Oh, here we go. Oh, Drop Homestead. Thank you so much. Okay. Hold the phone. Guys, we're doing a giveaway in a few minutes. Stick around. Hold the phone was back when there was rotary phones. Don't age me. Don't worry. When we lived in England, my parents owned a convenience store. My dad was in IT. My mom had a convenience store. How fitting. And we had a rotary phone. So I messed with the rotary phone. Need a power hour breakout? I mean, we're getting it. It's kind of a melt. It's melting up, though. It's melting up. Fraser said after the close. So many good vibes in chat. The room shows up. Thank you, guys. So much good vibes. Really, really, really cool. If it's your first time here, we're a new show on this channel. We're expanding the rocket scooter community, so thank you for being here. It's a vibe. We hang out. We grind out the markets. There's a morning show. There's an afternoon show. There's an evening show. A lot of times our morning host and our afternoon host, our evening host are hanging out in chat. I hang out in their shows as well, because otherwise I get FOMO. You know, your friends are hanging out. You want to be there. All right, we're going to do a giveaway. Guys, smash the like button. Hit the like button, poor favor. All right, let's do a giveaway in 11 minutes. There's still people. All right, let's do a giveaway in 11 minutes. We still got some people clicking in. 11 minutes, we go and do ourselves a giveaway. So hit the like button. We appreciate it. Any other questions in general anyone has? Since we're kind of just trying to see if we can get a dramatic pullback to DD band. It's like Same thing, yeah. It's just the entry just didn't come. It's kind of like, come on, give us an active afternoon. Give us an active afternoon. Oh, Trades David, I like that question. How many charts you look at on your monitors? So I used to look at a lot more. And what I did was probably maybe like six or 7 years ago, I would just remove something and see if I miss it. Remove something, see if I miss it. Remove something, see if I miss it. To try to get it as low as possible. So before Rocket Scooter, all I would look at would be a 2,000 tick NASDAQ chart, a 5,000 tick NASDAQ chart, and a 15,000 tick NASDAQ chart. And in addition to that, I would just have like I would have like the 15,000 tick chart up for ES as well. So that's pretty much all I would look at. And then I have like my auxiliary indicators, price velocity, volume velocity. But as minimal as possible, right? I'm not bouncing around looking at a whole bunch of different things. I'm pretty hyper focused on what I'm trading. Yeah, otherwise I get analysis paralysis. If I have too much to look at, I get analysis paralysis. Since discovering Rocket Scooter, I always keep Rocket Scooter up because it's a critical part of my strategy now. I wouldn't want to trade without Rocket Scooter now. Knowing the edge that's available in that platform, like knowing it exists, I wouldn't want to trade without it. Like sometimes if there's an indicator down, right? Because I think the subscriber base to that is growing. So I think maybe sometimes, maybe once a month, there's maybe a little data hiccup or something. Anytime that happens and maybe one of the indicators doesn't show up, I feel like I'm missing something, right? I feel like I'm missing something. That's how I know it's part of my game, right? Just a second ago, I said 6 or 7 years ago, I started removing stuff from my screen, see if I miss it or not. So how do I know Rocket Scooter is so important to me? Because if something in it's missing, I immediately miss it. Right? So that's how I know. So anyway, so that answers the question. And, oh, Naruto says his brother has 13 charts with about 7 indicators each. My dog. I was there. When I first started trading, oh my God. I had so many monitors, so many charts. I was like, I need to see everything that's going on. I don't want to miss a move. I was like, I need to see it all. When I first started, yeah, I was like that. I have a picture when I first started, and it just looks like the Millennium Falcon. There's so many screens, and because I was always a geek, so like setting up a lot of screens technically for me, like I didn't have to go out and get equipment and stuff. I had the equipment to do it, so there was no barrier to me setting my workstation up that way. So my workstation was set up that way. It was a lot. Yeah. So Naruto said gets a headache going in his office. Yeah, so yeah. Gets a headache going in the office. Guys, we're over 350 likes. Smash the like button. We're doing a giveaway in 2 minutes. All right. I'm going to start the giveaway engine. Let me start the giveaway engine and then we can type it in. So I'm going to reset the tool and you are going to type. No, that's not right. You are going to type. Okay. Start capturing. Something went wrong. Okay. Give me a minute. This is doing that. All right. I'm not ready yet. Filter messages. MFF. Start capturing. All right, we're live. Type in MFF in chat. Type in MFF in chat. We're doing a giveaway. We are giving away a prop account. The prop account that we're giving away is for my funded futures. So type MFF in chat. We can't say MFFU. YouTube didn't like that. Type MFF in chat. We're doing a giveaway. We're giving away the prop account. And here's the specs. Here's the specs / specifications on this account that we're giving away. Okay. It's a 50K rapid account for My Funded Futures. It's got daily payouts, $3,000 profit target, 5 contract. Oh, I said this yesterday. 5 contracts. You could trade 5 minis in this thing. Like 5 minis, it's got a $2,000 drawdown. So if you trade 5 minis with $2,000 drawdown, use a Rebel. But do you? I said that yesterday. I'll say it again. But you size your trades however you like. It's a 50K rapid, end of day drawdown, and it's resettable as well for $157. So this is cool. If you don't win, always keep in mind that you can lower your risk with these prop accounts. How do you lower your risk? You lower your initial cost. How do you lower your initial cost? Use the code Rocket Scooter, right? Funded Next, Tradeify, TPT, Phidias, My Funded Futures, and I believe Lucid is coming up now. I believe our code's going to start working for Lucid as well. I'll confirm that with the team, but I believe Lucid as well. So use code Rocket Scooter. Let's see. Let's make sure. Let's see. We're capturing. Okay. I got 109 entrants so far. I'm gonna give it 2 or 3 more minutes. Type MFF in chat. Type it in. Welcome to the Neon Cucumber Show. Let's get it. The room shows up. Thank you for being here, fam. Our community's growing. So if anyone didn't hear me say it, I know this is like radio, so I gotta make sure that people hear. I don't want people to miss out. There was a morning stream. Matt Matosky does our morning stream. He's the founder of this channel, the inventor of Rocket Scooter. He's doing a $100K to $1 million challenge. Tune in for that. Impressive. Because he does it with prop accounts alongside as well. I stream in the afternoon. And then Sir Darb, aka Brad, aka Sir Darb, streams in the evening. Tune into his show tonight. He's going to be going live at 7 p.m. Eastern. Nice. Tune into that. Market has slowed all the way down. Guys, we're 26 likes away from 400. I don't know. It would be crazy if we got to 400 for me. So can you guys, if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button so I can give away more accounts next week, or maybe not as soon as next week, but soon, because the community, I could already see the curve that things are growing. All right, 18 seconds. Smash the like button. Smash it. MFF. I actually have a question for the community on the prop accounts after we're done with the giveaway. From your experience, I'll ask the question in a second. All right, time to pick a winner. Let's do it. Let's go to giveaway. Bring up the little giveaway engine. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and pick a winner. Your stone options. No capitalization in there. Sorry, it took me a while to read. Your stone options. Congratulations. Are you here? Your stone options. Typo something in chat. Type something in chat. Your stone options. Guys, we just did the drawing. Your stone options is here. All right. Congratulations. It's kind of a big deal. You want a prop account. It's got daily payouts. So if you grow it, you can get that moolah. All right. It's a My Funded Futures Rapid 50K account. You're going to click the link in the description. Go to the contest channel for our Discord. Message the admin name Slacks. Someone said check Bitcoin. I'm going to look in a second. Message the admin name Slacks, and he will. Chad already knows what I'm about to say. Someone say it. So what am I about to say? Hook you up. You about to get hooked up. Nice. Yeah, send a picture of your YouTube ID to Slacks. He's going to hook you up. All right, check BTC. Let's see what all the chaos is about. Corb trades. Slacks is hard to get. He's like a 10 out of 10 hot chick. He just will not text first. Refuses. All right, let's see. BTC, Bitcoin dead cat it to 80? No. What? You guys are... Oh, it didn't? Nah. Plenty of room for Bitcoin to still drop. If we don't hold like 60s, Bitcoin got like 43, 42 and so I'm gonna have to look at the daily again. My buddy texted me a few weeks ago as asking me my analysis on Bitcoin chart. Let me see what I sent him. I'm gonna read it to you guys. Okay, here's what I said. Okay, here we go. Because I have a little algo for daily chart reading, so I use that sometimes for swing trading. He was asking me about Bitcoin, and I said, yo, in my opinion, it's more of a 20-year play. I never liked its short-term trading. Based on the charts, I'm seeing 65,830 as a line in the sand. Holding below that level for more than 2 to 3 days. If for more than 2 to 3 days, things could get sketchy. My weekly algo shows the start of the bull run January 2023, January 23rd, 2023, and the end November 17th, 2025. And I said, if we continue to hold below 65,830, if we drop below it, then we could see mid to high 30s. So that's what I texted my buddy. So, you know, I mean, I don't like look at these charts all the time, but my buddy asked me to look at it, so I looked at it for him, and that's what I responded to him. So, I mean, that was only let me just see the date on that. That was on February 4th. That was on February 4th. So, I mean, that was only 20 days ago, and that's like a thesis built around looking at a weekly chart. So it's only been 2 weeks since that, so I wouldn't change anything, I think. Whatever I texted him 2-3 weeks ago about big picture thesis on Bitcoin, that wouldn't change in 2 or 3 weeks. So that's what I think of Bitcoin, right? Last time I thought about it was 3 weeks ago, and I still think the same about it, even without looking at the chart. So there's that. Let me ask you a question. What did you guys think about what I was saying about, because I think maybe I just came up with that myself, not looking at the news output, only looking at the time of the event. Does anyone else do that? Or does that make sense to anyone? Like, what are your guys' thoughts on only, what's your fam's thoughts on looking at the timing? Oh my God, we're only 6 likes away from 400. This is crazy. What's your thoughts on only looking at the timing and not looking at the output? Do you guys think I'm crazy for doing that? Or does it make any sense? Because I'm just like, I don't know. I was always like, eh. Plus, you gotta watch Powell talk, and he's got such a punchable face. In a good way. I don't mean to sound mean when I say that. I mean that in like a loving way. He's got a punchable face. A face I just don't want to look at. Not in a mean way, again. Not in a mean way. I don't want to be mean. But, like, if it was my buddy, if Powell was my buddy, I would say it to him. I'd be like, bro, you got such a punchable face. Like, that's how I would say it. So that's how I mean it. I don't want you guys to think I'm being mean-spirited to the guy. Dogpedia Short says, what's going on with NASDAQ? What's going on with NASDAQ? It feels like the market's closed, right? Just setting up for these Nvidia earnings. I really wanted some dumpage back down below DD so I could get long. Come on. You know what? It's 324. Honestly, I'll say this because crazier things have happened. So I will say this. If we get a sudden, like, it could happen still. Usually later in the session, I'm much more particular because it's trickier because the market's traversed levels throughout the session already. So it's just trickier, but we're still early enough that in the next 10 or so minutes, if there's a sudden dramatic down move, I would still be looking for that entry because I think the recovery will be quick. You know, crazy things have happened. I know it's a lot of range for it to cover to get down the DD band, but sometimes that happens because I said I'm looking for a quick move. So ES working its way down to, yeah, a lot of participants up here, a lot of participation up here. Is it just a big short? Is it a big someone getting short up here? Like who? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what's going on with the direction here. It's hard to tell what's going on with the direction. If you've been here, if you're a regular or if you've been here since early in the session, hit me with the room shows up in chat. I'm curious who's been here the whole time. I know Frazzer's been here the whole time. I'm sure Farina's here. Maybe Jose. There's a lot of regulars we got. The room shows up. It's Burn Trades. I remember seeing your name right at the beginning of the stream. A lot of people. Okay. Cleric. The Sir Darb. The Sir Darb. So our evening host is in chat. You got to tune into that show if you haven't. He gets a big turnout too. It's cool. The Sir Darb. Mario's here. I didn't forget you. I'm not. My short-term memory, like I cycled through, so I don't always remember. Zil from Finland. Boomer's here. The room shows up. Let's get it. Saint, you missed the first half. That's all good. Dies 1377. A reg. Cunning. Wicked. The room shows up. Rising Phoenix. System Fan. See if I missed anyone. Leo. Good to have you here. This is so cool. Oh, guys. All right. We just hit 400 likes. All right. I already know since we got 2 donation giveaway boot camps, I already know for a fact I'll be able to give away another. Some will save for tomorrow, but we're giving away another boot camp. Let's get it. We're over 400 likes. The YouTube algo is starting to figure out who wants to be in the Neon Cucumber show. Because it's a different vibe here. It's a different vibe. I know we're kind of going into deep discussion and stuff on the market, but so it's not, you can't just come in here, get a quick dopamine rush and peace out. I know I kind of explain things out quite a bit, but you know what? That's the vibe. I gotta do me, and some people love it, some people hate it, but YouTube's figuring it out. So we're doing a giveaway. We're giving away a boot camp. Our afternoon host and one of our regulars donated, so we got boot camps to give away. Let me reset my little giveaway tool. Let's get it. Dice 1377. I appreciate it. All I mean is that, like, some things are not for everyone. Some people just want to see a quick trade and peace out. But we're building a community. So, okay. Let me set the little boot camp. Let me set the code word. Start capturing. And, okay, we're capturing. Type boot camp in chat. Type boot camp in chat. We're over 400 likes. We're over 400 likes. Thank you so much for being here, fam. Listen, if you just showed up and you missed the show, like, we don't always have an agenda. Sometimes we just vibe out and just go with the flow. But sometimes we have an agenda. So if you missed out, this is what we went over. But just come back. Always tune into the show. We're always talking about different stuff. Sometimes it's a little quieter. Sometimes we got more to talk about. Sometimes you just listen to music and vibe. But this is what we talked about today. We did lights on about 5 minutes into the afternoon stream. We talked about Matt doing work for the community. Always keeping it 100. Matt, I mentioned it earlier. he didn't really give instruction on we need to talk about certain things and talk about this prop firm, talk about Rocket Scooter. Like, the dude was just, I mean, he's basically talk about whatever you believe in. So it was cool to learn that, because you never know. Maybe you get the hosting job and he's like, talk about this, talk about that, push this. They pay the most affiliate. And there was none of that. So we keep it 100 here, all three of us. If we don't like something, if we like something, you're going to hear it from us for truth, not because there is an incentive. So that's cool. We talked about non-directional daily charts, why it's like difficult, makes trading tricky, right? We talked about the velocity indicators, today's trades, lucid account review, why don't carry yesterday's session into today's, right? It's a different vibe. You should reset every day. And then now we're doing vibes and giveaway. But if you missed the show, if you're just tuning in, it's all good. We're going to be here. We're here every weekday in the afternoon. And we've got morning show. We got a morning show as well. Matt hosts the morning show, and we've got the Sir Darb in the evening. So tune in for that. We're giving away a boot camp. We hit over 400 likes. So we're super vibing here. We love it. Let's get it. I'm excited. You know, it's interesting because after I experience whatever I experience in my morning session, now there's like an excitement of like, I get to talk with my friends about it, you know? And it's cool that we all get to like chat about it, you know? And yeah, it's cool. Like it can be pretty easy to come up with some of these things because I experience them right before I come on. So it's been nice, you know, and it's not selfless, you know, like I'm getting something out of it. It's cool to talk about it as well. So it's kind of like we're all in it together. So I like that part of it, right? Community is important. Community is important, you know? I traded on my own for so many years, and I don't know. It's not the same. Like watching podcasts in the afternoon and stuff, it's not the same as joining a group of people who are excited about a similar thing. All right, type bootcamp in chat. We're doing a giveaway. If you want to win the bootcamp, type bootcamp in chat. We're giving away a bootcamp. I might have a sneeze coming. Let me mute real quick. No. Do I have it? Yeah, I'm gonna sneeze. And unmute. All right, type bootcamp in chat. You've got 60 seconds. Bootcamp in chat. This is a 20-day bootcamp that Matt hosts. Matt hosts the bootcamp, and it's overall market knowledge, and it's Rocket Scooter specific stuff as well. There's classes for everyone. There's a VIX class in there, which I always say is my favorite. Regardless of what trading system you use, the VIX class is dope. Real good. So it's a 20-day boot camp, and if you don't win, it's only $20, so you can buy it yourself as well. Teletech, you were looking at the stream delayed. That's all good. The stream is replayable as well. I wonder if that's correct grammar. Replayable. I don't know if it's replayable or if the stream can be replayed. I don't know which of those two is correct. You know? But whatever. One of them is correct. Maybe both of them is correct. All right. 60 seconds till we drop the boot camp giveaway. 60 seconds. Type boot camp in chat. All one word. Boot camp. Boot camp, boot camp, boot camp. Welcome to the family if it's your first time here. Jugly, Genomax, Rubber, Pelotug, Solo Futures Trader. I believe Solo Futures Trader won something last week. Rome, THX, Zills in the house, Xburn Trades, Rome, Hangon 5241. We got a lot of people in the house. All right, 14 seconds. 13, 10, 9, 8. All right, 8 seconds. Then we go spin it. All right, here we go. Giveaway. Let me bring up this little thing. All right, here we go. Here we go. And in 3, 2, 1, pick a winner. Jay Drugly. Jay Drugly. Use a winner. Type something in chat. Type something in chat. I'm surprised when I say that no one types the word something, like trying to be a smart A. No one types something. Type something in chat. Drugly. Jay Drugly. Rigged. Rigged. Flatline tire. There he is. Right on time. Jay Drugly. Jay Drugly. Rigged. Rigged. Someone always says it. Someone always says it. All right. I haven't got a message from Jay Drugly yet. But I don't know if this chat is like a little delayed. I don't know how responsive it is. Let's see. I'm gonna give them 40 seconds. This song's perfect for it. This is do or die. Type it in, or you don't get your boot camp. How do people enter and then not claim? I don't know what that's all like. What's that all about? Oh, just in the nick of time. Just in the nick of time. My dog. You almost missed it. Jay Drugly, congratulations. You won the boot camp. All right, so here's the deal. First of all, Jay Drugly, do you use Rocket Scooter? Are you familiar with the platform? Because if not, the boot camp's going to be even more exciting. But if you already use it, you could benefit from the boot camp from trading knowledge either way. Here's what you're going to do. Click the link in the description, go to the Discord, go to the contest channel, send a picture of your YouTube ID, of your YT ID, YouTube ID, screenshot to the admin. The admin's name is Slacks. You got to message him first. He will not message you first. And he's gonna hook you up. Please go to the contest channel, message admin name Slacks, and he will hook you up. Congratulations on your win. You won yourself a boot camp. Nice. Nice. Oh, Jay Drugly, it's on live chat. I don't know if because there's a lot of activity today in chat, if like something gets filtered out. I don't know. I only got one message from you. All right. I'll research how YouTube treats chat when there's a lot of messages coming through. I have it on live chat, so I should be able to see everything. But either way, you won a prize. Congratulations. You won a prize. And you won that boot camp. So you got that. Very nice. Very nice. I think we still have some on tap, so we'll give some away tomorrow as well. So if you didn't win one of those and you're new here and you've never taken the boot camp, be here tomorrow. We're going to give away 2 prop accounts tomorrow as well. Maybe more eventually. Eventually, we're going to be able to give away more. Right now, 2. So we'll give away 2 prop accounts tomorrow. And we'll give away some boot camps as well. I'll have to figure out how many, but it sounds like it's going to be able to be a few. Sir Darb said it's 3-to-1 ratio. So should be able to give away... I don't know. I gotta figure it out. I don't know if it's like 3-to-1, so I get to give away 6 in total, or I forget to give away 8 in total. I don't know. I guess 3-to-1 would be 4. For every bootcamp donation, we can give away that 1 plus 3 donations, so 4. So maybe 8. Sounds like maybe 8. So there might still be 5 remaining. But I have to check that. I don't want to break the rules on the game. Yeah, I want to do it right. Don't want to get ahead of myself. So we'll give away more tomorrow. We're over 400 likes. We're waiting for the market to collapse into DD ban. There's only 21 minutes left for it to happen. So, probably not going to get it. But Nvidia earnings are after hours today. All right. Who stares at the earnings when there's a big earnings? Like, who opens up the ticker, stares at it, gets all excited, maybe gets enticed to put on a after hours trade, goes full degen? Anyone out there? Or are we all disciplined? Darb says 8. Well, Darb knows, because Darb's been getting a lot of giveaways in his bootcamp donations in his stream. So I'm confident in that 8 number. If Darb says it's 8, it's 8. So that means we'll have more giveaways tomorrow for boot camps as well. Blackouts. It's fun to watch. Nice. Pure honesty right there. Blackout says goes full den. Well, watches. It's fun to watch. Anyone go full degen on earnings? The cool thing is, I guess, you know, you can place options trades around earnings, so technically it's controlled risk, but it's still kind of a crazy event to trade around. Always felt like gambling to me, but that doesn't mean it is gambling. I'm sure someone has edge trading right around the minutes of earnings, just not me. I kind of stay in my lane, you know? I stay in my lane. I'm not trying to be good at everything. Dogpedia Shorts. Degen till we die, he said. This is do or die. That could be a good song. Degen till we die. Let's see. Blackout. It's the most important ER of the year. Yeah. I honestly, I would say yeah. I would say yeah. I agree with that. To me, it's just not staring at it, just not watching it. But let me see. I have the little subscription where we can bring up other tickers on, thing. See, I just don't want to like stare at it and watch it when earnings happen. But I'm like, will it affect me tomorrow? I don't know if I should bring it up. Well, let's just see where it's at right now. Let's see where it's at right now. Okay, let me figure out how to change my rocket scooter ticker. I never really changed the tickers in it, so let's see. What do I gotta do? Would I go here? No. I literally don't change. Like, this is how much in my lane I am. I don't even change tickers on platform. It's probably up here. There we go. NVDA. What's going on? There it is. All right, that was easy. All right, degens, there it is. There's the Nvidia chart. It's up. That was easy enough. You know, I did candles today. I did a little experiment. Today I did candles instead of bars. Today we have a big crowd. Obviously, I'm monitoring a lot of things. I'm monitoring how long people stay when they come. I've noticed that's creeping up. So obviously, YouTube is figuring out who wants to be here versus like who's looking for a quick dopamine hit. And, you know, we wouldn't be the right fit for that. So YouTube's figuring that out. But also, I was thinking about it yesterday, like, maybe there's people who click in and like the bar chart, because they're not used to it, it's intimidating. It creates friction. That's why I did the candle chart, because I was thinking, I was like, well, could it possibly create friction when someone first clicks in and they're like, oh, like, I don't really know bar charts. I don't know if this is for me. So maybe people click out because of that. I don't know. It's not a perfect A/B test. Like 5 years from now, if there's like very consistent stream numbers, then I could do an A/B test to be like, does the numbers change if there's for new clicks, for new people coming in? But I was like, you know, I want to grow the community with the Rocket Scooter family. So I was like, let me just make sure I remove anything that might create some intimidation for someone clicking in. So that's it. In case any of the regulars are wondering why I had candles up today, that's why. Like, I find it easier to look at the bars, but I was okay kind of vibing with the candles. Just see. I'm going to vibe with the candles for a little bit. The room shows up. 16 minutes to the close. Let me ask you a question, chat. Brando in the house. Brando said earnings at 420. Is it at 420? Is it all the way at 420? Is it all the way at Puff Puff? Are the earnings all the way? Do you have to wait all the way to Puff Puff 420 for the earnings? They're not right after the close. Anyone chat? Does anyone know what time? We gotta wait to Puff Puff. The 1 minute candle at 419 is telling. Market Safari. Damn, they're at Puff Puff. That's kind of. $420. They're at 420. All right, you know what? We could. Let me check. Let me see what I got going on. I don't know if I can stay to the earnings. Let me see. All right, let me ask you guys a question. And that'll determine if I can figure out this scheduling so I can do it. Chat, who wants to stick around and watch the DGen? Who wants to stick around and watch the earnings together? If a lot of people want to stick around, I'll shift something and I don't have to peace out. Matoski wants to watch it. Matoski's DGen mode. He wants to see the whippage. Boomer wants to see the whippage. Dudu wants to see it. Let's DGen. Everyone wants to see the whippage. We gotta wait to Puff Puff. Why do they schedule it for Puff Puff? I mean, I'm not saying I'm Puff Puff at 420. I feel like if they're at 420, you could just refer to that time of day as Puff Puff. So, DGen out at 420. Damn, the whole fam wants to vibe out and watch it. All right, let me. I'm gonna make it happen. Let me send a little. Let me move back my. I don't got anything important. I'm just hanging. So let me just send a text. What the hell's going on? There we go. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're making it happen. All right, fam. So show's extended. Is that not why we're here? You said. Well, the reason I had Nvidia. JB14 said the room shows up. I mean, honestly, that's how we should have all responded. JB knows what to say. JB, the room shows up. You're right. We've got to watch it. No, the reason I titled the stream that is because I wanted to talk about it, because as more people are joining the community and tuning into the stream, I like to share my thoughts around the whole way that I approach news and not really paying too much attention to the numbers part of it. But I don't mind looking at the chart, but I definitely won't look at the earnings per share. Right? Because the data output, there's too many cheaters in the market for me to be able to interpret anything with edge from what the actual number is. But let's DGen out. We're all going to DGen out. We're going to be streaming the earnings. Mock is coming up. We vibing. Over 400 likes. YouTube sending the right people our way now. All right, let's see. Okay. I love this song. All right, that's it. All right, I'm good now. We're staying. We're doing it. We're doing it, baby. Okay, so you know what these earnings, listen, let me tell you something about these earnings. I try not to extend my thesis too far out on anything, right? I try to approach the market mock in 1 minute. I try to approach the market for the most part day to day, because one of my flaws as a trader, and I know this flaw, and this flaw is just, it's forever with me. One of my flaws is if I try to build too much of a big picture thesis long term on an asset that I'm day trading, it infiltrates my process on a that's mock. It infiltrates my thought process on a intraday basis, because it's almost like I think it just crystallizes a little bit too much in my brain, and I marry it a little bit too much. So it reduces my ability to be nimble. So I try not to draw too much big picture conclusion, but I don't know, like I try not to do that. But if I just think about, like, nothing's really been driving the market up. So, like, do I think that Nvidia earnings will drive the market up perpetually, like keep it moving up? Let's say they're like great earnings and whatever, and the market interprets them a certain way, and there hasn't been too much cheating going on for people positioning themselves for maybe bad earnings, like the gamemanship. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we break the lows of the consolidation that we've been in. I wouldn't be surprised if by mid next week we're like way below that. You know, but I don't know. I guess that's just a random thought, because I also wouldn't be surprised if we start grinding up. And this kind of goes back to what I was saying in the agenda, right? Item number 3, why non-directional daily charts turn day trading into hard mode. I mean, you just saw me think out loud and stumble through like that whole thing. Like, do I think this next week maybe we'll be at below the bottom of the range, but maybe we won't? So because I was just thinking out loud there as I was talking through that. So that gives a perfect insight into, okay, so what did you get out of that? Well, because I usually, these thoughts are internal, right? But I'm saying it out loud. What did I get out of that? I think we might dump. I think we might not dump. I'm confused. Like, big picture, hard to figure out. Why non-directional daily charts turn day trading into hard mode. There it is. Right? Because it's hard to figure out. Do you go long tomorrow? Do you go short tomorrow? Hard to figure out. Might you have to change your bias intra-session? Hard to figure out. Right? So it turns straight trading into hard mode, in my opinion. So we're on hard mode right now. We're on hard mode right now. So if you've been having a rough couple months, you know, maybe it will just help you develop your muscle for easing off the gas. Help ease up your need to always be pedal to the metal, right? Because knowing when to ease off the gas, knowing when to stomp on the gas pedal, that can help a lot in trading. Like when to take risk off, when to put risk back on, you know? Like I had my biggest day of the month yesterday in my regular trading account, and it's because I stepped up to the plate and I took a big swing, right? But it's because I show up every day and I'm monitoring conditions, right? If you're just kind of wishy-washy with the way that you treat things, you're not going to be confident doing that, right? So, and sometimes I step up to the plate and I miss big, so it's not a perfect thing. It's not like you ever have it completely figured out. Definitely not. You know? Sometimes you step up to the plate, you swing big, and it's like, miss. Sometimes it's like that. So, whatever. It's part of the game. But if 2 out of 3 times when I step up to the plate and swing big, if 2 out of 3 times I smash it, and 1 out of 3 times I lose, but I manage risk okay, cool. I'm playing the game correctly. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. Man, I love this game. Man, the game is, it's the best game. It's the best game. Ruthless, but it's the best game. Does anyone in chat, any of you in the crowd of people who submit songs to the Discord? I wonder what genre you all submit for. I know Darb, our evening host, he submits, because I've been going through, there's a lot to scroll up through, but he's been submitting a lot of, he submits a lot of different genres. I'm pretty open to different genres with music. Like, I like this, I like house, I like country music, I like some of the more goofy songs I like sometimes. I like rock. There's certain metal I like. Like, I've got a pretty broad, I tend to go through phases with music. I love 80s music. Love 80s music. Like Cruel Summer, all those kind of, you know, Cruel Summer. I got a playlist on I got an 80s playlist that I play all the time. I love 80s music. Let's see some of the songs that are on there. Even though I was born in the 80s, so I mean, I wasn't around for that. I wasn't around for that music. But I just like it. How do you find playlists in Spotify? 80s Dance Party, is this it? Billie Jean? No, that's not it. Music. Wow. Honestly, who designed Spotify's mobile UI? Anyone a user experience developer? Spotify is probably hiring. The app is horrendous to navigate. Look, I can't even find the, like, I give up. User experience review right there, Spotify. 2 thumbs down. Confusing AF. I can't find my playlist. So. Classic rock 70s is the best. Grease Window. Yeah, 2 thumbs down. Boom. Boom. All right. So we got NASDAQ up and we got Nvidia up. We're vibing out. If you're just joining, we're going to watch Nvidia earnings. It's at Puff 420. It's at 420, Nvidia earnings. Oh, let me bring back down the agenda. That's a cool graphic. I like the green. I switched to that instead of just having the raw text today. Thought I'd try a little graphic instead for the agenda. People, we're not always going to have an agenda. Sometimes just going to free flow and vibe. But depending on what the morning session brings me thoughts sometimes, you know? Like, usually I talk, you know, you think through your own thoughts. Constantly reflecting in trading. So now I kind of just, I'm reflecting out loud. So hopefully it helps. Guys, don't forget, we're doing more giveaways tomorrow. We got more prop accounts to give away. We got more boot camps to give away. Matoski, I don't know if you were here, but this was my first experience with, I don't know if Matoski's still here, but this was my first experience with people donating boot camps, like the YouTube donation or whatever. So that was exciting. We gave away boot camps. This is do or die. I need a longer playlist of all these songs because it repeats. But some of the songs are total bangers. Matt Matoski is in chat. He shows up. Guys, if you haven't tuned into Matt's show before, he's the creator of this channel, the inventor of Rocket Scooter. He streams in the morning, and he's currently streaming 100K to $1 million live challenge. Boss, doing it live. That's hard. takes a lot of concentration. The morning session, like the morning session, trade live in front of everyone. Like there's a lot of concentration required to that. So tune into that. Tune in. 106% likes. Damn! What? Yo, let's get it, fam. Like, come on. Come on. YouTube's learning the vibe. You know, at first YouTube was like, I don't know who to, like, YouTube was like a chick that you just start dating. And she's like, I don't know your vibe. Like, I'm not gonna bring my friends around you yet. Like, I gotta see what you're all about. Now YouTube's like, all right, like, we start to feel like your vibe. I think you might vibe with this person. It's cool how it works. Cool how it works. So Nvidia pulling back here, going into their low earnings. That's the close. All right. Let me make sure. I don't know if when I switch to a regular ticker, if I need to activate something for, because I usually only show futures. So I don't know if I need to activate anything in the platform to make sure it shows after hours. Let's make sure. Pre-market. Okay, pre-market data is there. So I'm 99. I'm pretty sure the next candle, I'm pretty sure it's going to show us the after hours. I don't need to change settings. We will know in 1 minute. Farina, Short King 884. What's up, fam? The room shows up. The room shows up. It's it's after hours. It's a late night lounge. After hours right now. Should I turn down the lights on my should I turn down the ISO on my camera? Make it a little darker in here. Let me see. Connecting. Waiting for camera. Let's see. Here we go. Come on. All right. Watch. I'm about to get darker. We're gonna have to go late night vibe. 1, 2. Yo. Now it's a little darker in here. You know what I mean? Now it's like late night vibe. Late night vibe. Right? Is that too dark? Let me go up a little. Let me see. Where's the regular? Yeah. All right. Let me go there. All right. Cool. Will do. Will do. Thank you, Farina. I'm gonna do that right now. Hopefully I'm not in trouble. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, guys. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm just gonna do something. I need to make 2 adjustments. Stand by. You're still gonna see everything on screen. Let me see if someone might have renamed it. I just want to rename the title to make sure people know that we're grooving out for the. Let me see. I need to retitle it. Someone might have done it. No. Okay. Let me just. Okay. So 2 things. Chat. YouTube's having some issues. That's why your chat's coming a little slow. So, because if I haven't responded to any question you had, it's coming in a little bit slow. But yeah. Just want to let you guys know that. I'm not ignoring anyone's messages because I know we're vibing out. So if people are asking questions, they're just coming in slow. Can you? Okay. Oh, this message was from earlier. Okay. Title your. Okay. Got it. Okay, I didn't see that message earlier. Okay. But anyways, I didn't see the message, but we are streaming through earnings. So either way, it worked out. All right. So we're here. Nvidia earnings at 420. Nvidia earnings at 420. We got people clicking in. All right, we got Nvidia earnings at 420, and for anyone just clicking in who's not familiar with the Rocket Scooter platform, we've got two tickers up on the left-hand side of the screen. We've got NASDAQ up, NASDAQ futures, and then we've got Nvidia up, because Nvidia earnings, we got to have them up, right? We want to see what's going on. This is the agenda we went over today. So we went over all these things. We don't always have an agenda for the show. Sometimes we just vibe out and see how it goes. But sometimes we have a specific agenda depending on what the morning session brought. So today was the agenda. This is what we talked about today. If you missed it, tune in tomorrow. We'll be talking about other stuff. Okay? And the reason we have the tickers up is because the Rocket Scooter platform is something you can use during your session to help you frame trades. It's a platform that at the beginning of the session gives you high volume pivots that you could trade off of. They're very responsive pivots. Matt, the creator of this channel, invented this platform. And it produces these high volume pivots that you could trade off during the session. An interesting activity that sometimes Matt does on stream actually is if you take the chart and if after the session you draw a volume profile, it will typically, well, it will have volume peaks around these levels, right? So they're really responsive levels you can trade off of. And interesting thing right now is, so on the right hand side, that's the Nvidia chart, and you could see that. Let me just make sure. After hours. Hold on. Just making sure that after hours are going to show.
Price gotta come to me. Resilience holding strong, that's the only green I see. They said slow it down, now my slow days pay the rent. Sitting in pajamas while the algo does a sprint. MHP got tagged again, price folded like a chair. Bid it with a pinky, now the bank's like who's the heir? Bulls on, bottom kiss, I just sip my water cone. Runner did a moonshot, heard the group chat drop a song. Chats like teach me master, I say bro it's just 3 lines. Oh,
all right, I'm just gonna make a quick call. I want to make sure.
Accidentally rich again. There I go again, making money. Rocket scooter V2 clean, feeling almost combo. Stacking like it's funny, kinda legal. Hit the half gap, bulls on still play it humble. Almost feels criminal. Rocket scooter printing up. Almost feels criminal. Rocket scooter printing up. Making money again.
All right, chat. If anyone knows, I'm looking into this right now to make sure. Oh, you know what? I refreshed it. There we go. Okay, so there's not much data coming through before earnings. So I refreshed my platform. All right, so we got it. We got it up now. All right, Nvidia earnings. I just had to make sure. I wanted to make sure. Could you imagine? It would be like, did anyone watch the Mike Tyson fight on Netflix? Who watched the Mike Tyson fight on Netflix with Jake Paul or whatever Paul? Remember, like everyone was tuned in, and I'm sure you watched it with people, and then it like froze. right? So I didn't want to be like, yeah, Nvidia earnings, and then like the chart's frozen. So that's what was going. It looks. I had to refresh it. Matt helped me out on that. All right. Golden Boy. Golden Boy. That's the perfect name to say you watch boxing. Makes sense. So, guys, smash the like button. Hit the like button. Let's get it. Hit the like button. All right. In celebration of our stream and our new logo this week, the room shows up. We're going to give away a boot camp right now. The boot camp, for those of you who haven't taken it, it's a 20-day boot camp. You get access to, we talk about the Rocket Scooter platform, right? This platform on the left-hand side of the screen. And I'm going to explain what that cyan line is, because it'd be interesting to see if we get any interaction with that after earnings. But you'll get access to 20-day boot camp. Matt, our founder and inventor of this platform, goes over general market information and also goes over Rocket Scooter particular information. So I'm going to give away the boot camp. So type boot camp in chat, all one word. Type boot camp in chat, all one word, and go. So type boot camp in chat and hit the like button. Those are the two things I'm asking you to do. Smash the like button. We're almost at 450. Like the goal was 300 and we're almost at 450. It's nuts. Let's get it. Okay, so going back to the cyan line. Type boot camp in chat. We are doing a giveaway as we speak. We're giving away a free boot camp. So type boot camp in chat. We're having a little issue with chat, so I'm going to give everyone until 17, so 4:17. I'm going to give a few minutes because YouTube's having an issue with chat right now. So smash the like button. What is the cyan line? What is the cyan line on the Nvidia chart, and why do we care? What is the line and why do we care? Let's go over that. So this platform is called Rocket Scooter. At the beginning of every session, it draws high volume pivots. One of those pivots that we could trade off of is called weekly hedge pressure, and that's the cyan line that's drawn. So the cyan line is the maximum gamma exposure of dealer options, specifically weekly dealer options. We also have an orange line, which shows up on the chart, which is out of bounds right now, so you can't see it. But it's the maximum gamma exposure level for dealer options that are for monthly options, right? So we have both. So Matt, the inventor of the platform, has a filtering algorithm where he could filter out the market maker options. And he uses those to mathematically place these lines. So the monthly hedge pressure and the weekly hedge pressure are powerful pivots. So this weekly hedge pressure is, it's in play as we go into Nvidia earnings. So it's going to be interesting to see if we get any interaction with it, number one. And number two is the platform has auxiliary indicators that can be used alongside these pivots to help you understand if the pivot is going to be support or resistance. So it helps you frame that pivot, right? Because if you just see the pivot on the chart without the auxiliary indicator, which is in the bottom, which is called resilience, if you don't see the auxiliary indicator, you might not know whether you should expect that to be support, resistance. Do you want to wait for price to get below it and then maybe short off of it? Or do you want to take a long off of it? So that's where the auxiliary indicators come into play. So the main one is called resilience. And when the cyan line, that's weekly hedge pressure resilience, when that's above the zero line, it tends to lead to this being a support level, right? So you can see here, at the beginning of the session, we broke through that. We came back down, almost touched it, and then we've been above it for the rest of the session. So the entire session has been framed around this weekly hedge pressure line. So it's going to be interesting to see in 6 minutes when Nvidia earnings come out. It's going to be interesting to see if we are going to interact with it and what the end result is, right? There might be, maybe we drop down to it with aggressiveness and all of a sudden there's a sudden long side reaction off of it, and it's an opportunity for people to get long, right? This is not financial advice. Everyone needs to make their own trading decisions, but it's something that people like to frame trades around. I said frayed. Combine the two words. Frame trades around. Type bootcamp in chat. We're giving away a bootcamp where we go over, Matt, our founder, goes into great detail on this. Or do we drop through it and does it become resistance? You know, maybe we'll see. I'm not sure if the resilience will update after hours, but we'll be able to see what sort of interaction we get with this level, because it's a strong, it's a strong authoritative pivot, right? So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of interaction we get. It's 4:15. We're doing the giveaway in 2 minutes. We're giving away a boot camp. So type boot camp in chat, all one word. Smash the like button. We're already over 450. There's more, very high ratio right now. Smash the like button. Smash that thing. I'm going to turn the music up a bit because it's an after hours party right now. We're partying, right? This is the after hours crowd. We got the OGs in the house. We got new family members in the house. And we got Nvidia earnings. Crack open that champagne. Let's see this baby blow up. What's going to happen? All right, we're giving away a boot camp. Type boot camp in chat. 2 minutes till I spin the wheel. It's really not a wheel, but it's a button I press. 2 minutes. So it's about to be time. All right. Anyone's prediction in chat? Chat's moving a little slow. YouTube's got an error right now. I wish I could get more see your responses quicker, but it might come through. Anyone in chat thinking dumpage? Anyone in chat thinking big rally? What are you guys thinking? If I had to say a thesis, I'd say 55% probability we're below the daily consolidation that we've been in by mid next week. 55% and 45% we're up. So it's almost a coin flip to me. But if I had to lean one way, I would say I'm not trusting this action right now. And we'll be back at the bottom of below the range by mid next week. 55%. So I'm not very confident in that. But if I had to guess, if I had to, I don't have to, but if I had to, that would be my guess. 55%, maybe 54%. So it's almost neutral. All right, it's giveaway time. We're going cyan on our lights for the giveaway. There we go. Let me bring it up on screen. Giveaway. Here goes the giveaway engine. No, that's not right. Okay, there we go. Pick a winner. Ethan Hunt 4135. Ethan Hunt 4135. If you're out there, type something in chat. You got to hit it a couple of times because YouTube's having an issue right now. So Ethan Hunt 4135. Type something in chat. Congratulations. You's a winner. Nice. Welcome to the after hours party. Let's go back to magenta. Welcome to the after hours party. Break out the champs. Let's blow it up. Congratulations, Ethan Hunt 4135. Ethan Hunt 4135. Type something in chat. YouTube's having an issue right now, so I'm gonna take a screenshot of the name. Ethan, if you're out there, send a message to Slacks. Oh, Ethan Hunt is out there. Okay, so chat. I guess YouTube's working on and off. It's a little sporadic. All right, so screenshot not needed. Ethan, congratulations. Ethan, are you new here or have you been here before? Congratulations. Gonna go to the link in the description. Go to our Discord. 1 minute. Message our admin named Slacks, and he's gonna hook you up. All right, 1 minute. Let's get locked in here. It's time. Nvidia earnings. Will Weekly hedge pressure, get some interaction. New started Monday. Congratulations. All right. Usually I keep it on a 5-minute chart. I'm putting it on a 1-minute chart. Full degen mode. 1-minute chart. Let's get it. It's like 2015 vibes. Like I just stalk a 1-minute chart. Didn't know anything, you know, any other time frames. Maybe 2014. I'd graduated by 2015 to a little bit more sensible action. All right, here we go. Here we go. Earnings about to hit. Let me just refresh. Make sure we're fully refreshed. Not a lot of clicks coming through. That's why. Not a lot of like it's flat because there's nothing coming through the tape. Market's like paused right now, right? That's it. Come on. What are we seeing here? Dumpage. Not seeing much movement. I'm watching Nasdaq. Nasdaq's moving. Nasdaq's moving. I'm just gonna keep refreshing just to make sure no ticks are missed. Wow, quiet. Yeah, it's up to date. Nasdaq's moving. All right, let's look at the left side. I guess Nasdaq barely any movement. Nasdaq barely any movement. I'm just going to open up a Thinkorswim chart just to make sure we're completely up to date. Nasdaq barely moving. Nvidia. What's going on here? Someone said it might not be loading, but I mean, Nasdaq's not moving either, so I can see the ticks coming through on Nasdaq. Let's go to, yeah, it's coming through. Unless this data issue expands outside of YouTube only. Look at Nasdaq, barely moved. Oh, you know what? Sometimes earnings are a minute late or something. It could be that too. No movement yet. People are saying no movement yet. Three strikes, same week, same tone. Thanks for trying, feels like they cheat. Tabs full of rules already read. Wrist playing folded at the edge of the desk. Thumb on the mouse, pulsing my neck. Chasing that pass like a first check. How many times can I fall through the floor before I stop being accepted? Let's keep refreshing. I mean, Nasdaq is, if there was a big reaction, Nasdaq will be moving a lot. So Nasdaq has not done anything, and I know Nasdaq data is coming through. I could see it coming through. Wow. Earnings. Now I'm moving my 53% that we were below the range to, I'd say 56, 57%. Let me just double check. NVDA. No, yeah. It's just not moving. That's correct, yeah. Oh, 195.56, okay. Let's see here. Style.
Smoothest clutch, indexes climb, precision of a flawless move. Profit stack, EST trades, got nothing to prove. Sipping gas, scheming.
No, we're Nvidia's at 196.49. Yeah, it's just not moving. I do have a chart where where it's a little bit quicker updating. I'm gonna move over to it right now. It's a it's a different chart. So I'm gonna pull that up. Let's see here. Mac OS screen capture. All right, 1 second, guys.
Liquidity moves, I groove trades, true fire in my veins. Resilience kings do.
Rocket scooter. Thinkorswim.
Liquidity snap and gleam trades, rush day break to close. These setups never end. Trade wins a fortune, scooter I send. Golden trades, scooter rides, rock the nation. Day trade of precision, no hesitation. Golden.
All right, there we go. Let me just correct the size here. There we go. Yeah, so we're at 196. I mean, it's not moving. It's stuck right there. You all should see it now. We're just not moving. I'm going to go ahead and add the cyan line just so we could see it. The current price is the magenta. I wasn't set up for bringing up Thinkorswim, so it's just a high-low chart. I'm going to update it to candles right now. But yeah, there's just no movement.
Let's go. Look, palm sweating, the chart is headed straight to the floor. I just lost a grand, now I'm shaking, kicking the door. The till demon is screaming, bet it all, leaving the score. He's digging into my brain like a mental parasite raw. He wants me leveraging loud, he wants me chasing the witch.
Here we go. Just make it look normal. There we go. Because I'm not really into candle charts, so I didn't have it set up. Here we go. All right, so here we are, Nvidia earnings. It's not really moving around much. Let's go ahead and draw the cyan line on there. Hedge pressure is at 195. So we did come down, almost tag it. There it was right there. Go ahead and change the color associated with it. Make that cyan. So, remember we talked about it being a possible... First of all, we talked about it's a high volume pivot. What do you see when you came down to it? High volume. And we talked about, if you come down there, it might be a place for an aggressive long. And look, came down right to weekly hedge pressure. And then we immediately launch off of it. So obviously a risky trade if someone took it, but it just goes to show the power of these levels. I mean, we like you can't make that up. You can't make that up. There it is. Like, you cannot make that up. This rocket scooter, edge. Like, the levels are good, man. The levels are good. They're so good. Hit the like button. Hit the like button if you like that. If you like that. Like, come on. Going into earnings, I get, like, could you have a better level? The call is late. Oh, I guess there's a earnings call going on. Doesn't the movement happen after the call? Well, we're going to watch, but either way, when they release the earnings, look at the response at the level. Bows. So, I mean, I changed my plan. So, however long we got to stick around, I'm down. So, chat, you guys let me know what's going on with the call. When the call starts or when the call ends. I don't usually degen the earnings watch, but, I mean, gotta do it for the fam. It's a late night party.
I just sip my water cone, run a did a moonshot. Heard the group chat drop a song, chats like teach me master. I say bro, it's
The magenta line you see moving up and down, that's current price, right? That's current price. For those of you who tune into this stream often, one of the things you would have heard me say is I don't care for the candle shape. So one of the things I created that add-on for Thinkorswim. It doesn't draw a candle. It just draws the candles high-low with a line showing current price. And only after the candle closes does it show me any shape. And I usually just have it show me a bar, up-down bar. Because I hate watching a candle form in real time. Because to me, the candle shape means nothing. So, I mean, that's an example of, you know, back when I used to use Thinkorswim, I created that for Thinkorswim. So I don't have to see the stupid candle shape. But anyway, so that's what that is. That box that you're watching in Thinkorswim, it's the high and the low, and then the magenta bar is the current price within that 5-minute period. Let's change it to a 1 minute. I know DGens love to zoom in as much as possible. Probably do a 1 second chart if we could. There we go. Look at weekly hedge pressure. Bouncy, bouncy. Weekly hedge pressure. That's my dog. Although, like, weekly hedge pressure I'd date, monthly hedge pressure for sure would marry. For sure. Like, weekly hedge pressure, fun. But monthly hedge pressure, and she's like, she's my babe. She's my babe. She's that long-term, monthly, you know?
SMC with that Fibonacci wave. All the block bounce, that's how we behave.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. D-Gens, unite. It's upon us. All right, here we go. Whippage is upon us. Whippage is upon us. We're whipping around. We got the action. I'm gonna bring it up now back in Rocket Scooter because there's more data coming through. Once there's more data coming through, we see it a lot more because I realize it's not full ticks that are coming through on that data feed. That's why we weren't seeing the movement. Now that there's more activity coming through, Rocket Scooter's showing it. Here we go. Here's our whippage. Damn, imagine if you got long at that weekly hedge pressure pivot. Oh, such a good pivot. Nice. Guys, smash the like button. If you like this little earnings party, smash the like button, por favor. We're over 450. Smash it. Pumpage. Will we sustain it though? Will we sustain it? Just kind of floating up here. Look at the it's interesting. Take a look at the price velocity and buying velocity right now for NASDAQ. What do you see? What do you see? Makes total sense, right? It's an illiquid event going on right now. You see high price velocity, right? Price velocity is very fast, so it's a low number. Price velocity, for those of you who don't know, it's the number of seconds it takes NASDAQ to cover 5 points in price distance. So right now it's taking NASDAQ 3 seconds to cover 5 points in distance. But you can see that the volume velocity, slow. It's still taking 66 seconds for 2,000 contracts to come through NASDAQ. So NASDAQ right now is whipping around, a lot of whippage, but it's not liquid. That's how I use that tool. Because if you just look at the candles, and even if you look at the volume at the bottom of the chart, in real time, it can be difficult to devise that information. But using volume velocity and price velocity, volume and price velocity, I know right away. like right away, within a few seconds, without having to look at a seconds chart. Pump, pump, pump. Nvidia earnings are upon us. Almost 470 likes. For those of you who aren't here every day, if you're new here or if you're just joining for the earnings, we give away prop accounts every day. We have 3 streams a day, Monday through Friday. We even have a stream on Sunday night for the open. So Monday through Friday, we got a morning stream, an afternoon stream, an evening stream. And Sir Darb will be streaming tonight at 7 Eastern, giving these earnings. Could be an interesting session for him, so definitely tune into that. We'll see. It's the Neon Cucumber Show. The room shows up. It's an after hours party. It's my first after hours party. Oh, you're locked out, Sinster? They don't allow you to trade right now? Don't get FOMO. Don't carry it into tomorrow's session if you got FOMO right now. You know? Don't carry it into tomorrow's session. Oh, I didn't even cancel this order I had open. That's why I have a risk management add-on for NinjaTrader, because I do things like that. Little squeezage right now. Pump it up, pump it up. Are you guys hearing the lyrics to this song? Pump it up, chart go high, high. They knew. I'm gonna move the top right chart. Right now it's on a 5,000 tick. I'm gonna go ahead and move it to a 2,000 tick. Slow it down a bit. Or not slow it down a bit. I guess zoom in a bit. Whippage. All right, the market's now stabilizing. You can see price velocity slowing down, and buying velocity normalizing, speeding up. Kind of the two are looking like they're going to meet. So things are stabilizing a little bit now. Liquidity's coming to this kind of pivot action that we've been seeing. Anyone taking positions in this earnings carnage? Who taking positions during the earnings carnage? Anyone get long right at the whippage? Hit the like button, fam. Hit the like button. Let's get to 475. Smash it. All right, let's see what we got here. Here we go. You guys liking the tunage? I'm seeing a lot of tunage emojis in chat. Keyword.
Yeah. Risk small, think big. They gamble. I calculate. Don't know mode. Trader's life.
Wake up early, London open.
Guys, this was cool. This is cool. This is cool. Watching the earnings with the fam, seeing the carnage, you know. Anyone trade who traded the pumpage? Who traded the pumpage? Let me see if, I know chat's running a little slow, but let me see if polls are working. I'm gonna launch a poll for everyone. I want to see who traded the pumpage.
Trust logic. Smart money moves, that's toxic. Lock, stop, loss, and take profit. Let it run, don't panic. Wrist tight, don't ever fake it.
All right, there we go. Who traded the pump? Who traded the pump? Let's see if polls are still working. YouTube. We're breaking YouTube.
Protect your capital. Don't let greed kill your mission. The market don't owe you respect it. Stop loss and take profit.
Guys, you know what? In celebration of the party, because we had boot camps to give away. Respond to the poll. Yep, the poll's working. We're getting a lot of votes. I'll call out the responses to that. I don't know if you guys could see the percentage. Respond to the poll, smash the like button, and then I'm going to launch a giveaway for a boot camp. If you haven't taken it, you get to learn about this platform that you're seeing on screen. Learn about that magical level, weekly hedge pressure, which is just one of the levels available on that platform. And then also learn about just general market knowledge. Matt, our founder, the inventor of the platform, hosts the boot camp. Next one's in March. We're doing a giveaway. It's the after hours party. All right, let me start my little boot camp engine. Let me see, monitor chat. All right. Type boot camp in chat. One word, all one word, boot camp. Respond to the poll, smash the like button, and type boot camp in chat. Let's get it. We're giving away a boot camp. Let's get it. Welcome to the after hours party. We're actually I guess we're the pre-game. We're the pre-game. Technically, it's after hours, but then we're going to transition and we're kind of pre-gaming for Darb stream. Sir Darb streaming at 7 p.m. tonight. Guys, type boot camp in chat. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to try. Chat is running a little bit slow. If it doesn't work, don't worry. Tomorrow we're giving away more boot camps, so don't worry. If it doesn't work, tomorrow we're giving away more. But I would like to do it now. I'd like to do one now if we can. Let's see our poll. 55% of you. So far, we've got 82 responses. A lot of participation in the poll. We got 82 responses. We're wrapping up stream. We're wrapping up stream in a little bit. But for now, I want to just give away one more. I want to give away one more boot camp if we can. So respond to the poll. Hit the like button. I'm not seeing, yeah, something's going on with YouTube. All right, that's all right. We're gonna give it. We'll rock it tomorrow when the YouTube's fixed. Let me see here. All right, guys. We're wrapping it up here soon. Let's just see if we get any more pumpage. I want to see if we pull back. I want to see, do we pull back? Or are we going to hold this move into, like, is Darb going to experience this big gap up, or are things going to pull back in before? You got, definitely tune in. If you haven't tuned into the night session, to the night shift yet, like, you best be there tonight. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be super interesting. I'll tell you why. Because one of the things with the night session is tricky, much like the afternoon session, right? The night session is tricky like the afternoon session in that, like, sometimes it's really active and sometimes it's, like, quiet. So I'm super interested to see with these earnings, like what tonight's session is going to be like. So yeah, if you haven't tuned in, if you've tuned in, I'm sure you'll be there. If you haven't tuned in, tune into the night session tonight. Sir Darb, aka Brad, aka Sir Darb, he's going to be there. and it could be a chaotic open. And he'll be on at 7 p.m. So he'll kind of have a little bit of price history to look at after the open to kind of digest and talk about with you guys. And then that's going to be interesting. Yeah, I can't wait for the session tonight. I don't know if Darb's still out there. He's probably just getting his rest before his show. But tonight gonna be lit. It's the after hours party. I gotta make a little different version of the logo, like an after hours version. Maybe it will have like, I don't know, like the after hours little twist to it, so we know, and we can kind of switch our visual mode to like after hours. So it's kind of like it'd be like a little night, like an after hours spot. Because this is my first after hours stream. It was cool. I liked it. All right, looks like we're stabilizing here. Volume slowed down. Look at this. Look again. Look at price velocity and volume velocity. How do you know, like, okay, participants have spoken and now things have slowed back down and completely stabilized? Look, volume velocity slowed down, price velocity crossed back over the 30-second mark. It's like things are like, okay, we're settled. Things are still moving, but like it's a lot more, it should be less chaotic now. It should move more like normal mechanics. 57% sat out and 43% took it. So a lot of people traded in the pumpage. Now we got some dumpage going on. Let me look at neon seeds. Is there any level I could have traded off of? No. Stable block. Which makes sense. It's pretty liquid up here. So good times, good times. Thank you so much for being here. Type the room shows up if you had a good time at the after hours session. Although I guess chat's not working, so I probably won't see it. But maybe I'll see it. Maybe it will come through. The room shows up, baby. Thank you so much for being here. Darb in the house. Darb's gonna be lit tonight for Darb's show. Be there or be square. TRSU. Look, our regs already abbreviating it. Nice. Nice. The room shows up, baby. Let's get it. All right. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. If you haven't been to Darb's stream before, check in with him. He'll be going live at 7 p.m. Eastern on this channel. Smash the like button on your way out. We almost got to 500. Nice. And I will see you all tomorrow for the afternoon session. But don't forget, Matt Matosky, our founder, he's streaming 100K to $1 million challenge right now. See you there. Peace.
Screens glow like city lights.